All right, man, had some trouble. I know there's guys on the other stream. Let's see. Let's go fix that. Tell them it's not happening because they're on the wrong one, I guarantee. So, trouble with the stuff today. Trouble with the software. Sorry, I'm going to kill the other one real quick. Yep, technical issues. Yeah, you can't see the other stream because it's not there. So I'm going to kill it because I don't want anyone there. Did it show up on the same one? Sorry, guys, getting things fixed. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Software is not acting right, so I bypassed Streamlabs. I've got no functionality. I'm lucky I got the camera to work because I was about to go with the webcam, which is fine. But is there only one stream now? Because I don't see the other one to kill it, even though it was happening, but I wasn't there. Maybe this is it then. So Dave does toe the lines today. Where was he last night? Did he ever tell us? Okay. Anyway, I think we got it sorted out. I don't see what I usually see. If you're in here, thanks for the thumbs up. Half of you are neglecting to do that. Only saw one, Kevin. All right, cool. Yeah, I was on time, but it didn't work out. So everything looks completely different. I can't click around. I can't do anything other than this shot tonight. Bobby's sick. Hanger 51, Josh Weaver RC, Victor Shameless, Kevin Farrows, Dennis Farley, Josh Weaver, I already say that? Yep. Jeff in Lower Alabama, John Rothberg, Speed Team Losey, Dennis Farley, Victor Shameless, Wild Bill, RC Air Marshal. I didn't get to run early like I usually do. My Streamlabs will not shut down. It doesn't matter what I do, so I can't restart a new one using the software. So I just went straight through YouTube, and I'm luckily able to select my capture card and use the good camera. Can you hear me? No one's saying no. That's crazy. Can you hear me at all better, or is it the same? I mean, I've got nothing. Farmer Man, what is up? Hanger Rats in the house. All right. Well, we had some. You hear fine, even without the mic. Yeah, it ought to look good because it's the good camera. It's just I've got no fun. I can't do a thing. Can't do a thing. A lot of folks in here, it looks like, filling in. I didn't get to warm it up like I usually do, 10 or 15 minutes. Pearl Jam, what's going on? Mood G162010. You made some nice comments this week. I really appreciate that. Dirk Street, Streef Kirk. Yeah. Nice. His cat was MIA. Found his cat. Now he's happy and did some toe the line. Good. Can hardly wait till my P-51 shows up. Only 6 days more to go, Farmer Man says. Check out Farmer Man when he does his thing with the P-51. I can't wait to do some more with it, guys. I got 1 day to shake it out, and I am not done. I cannot wait to fly it some more and redeem myself a bunch. Hey, I put him in there because why wouldn't you? I've been at it long enough now. I can handle it too. All the free advice. all that no one asked for, but I get it anyway. Loud and clear, very good. Yeah, we'll get out there and fly it again. It's a beautiful plane, guys. So the website's updated as well. So links in the description to all the flight videos and assemblies and things. Also go to pilotryanmedia.com and just click the picture. Olsen Aviation made in the T-33 today. We had complete garbage weather today, and so couldn't fly. Yeah, thanks, RC Air Marshal. Couldn't fly. Worked in the office today, catching up, and then me and my boy went to the hobby shop up north in Granger, and they've got an indoor track, which is awesome, but you really don't think that you're going to be able to drive your bashers on it, like especially your kind of bigger ones, right? And so we had them with us anyway, but we went in there and we rented a couple short course trucks, two-wheel drive short course trucks. We rented them. And we got back there to race them, play around. And, man, there's a bunch of people driving just whatever, they had. So it's like, well, we'll run the batteries out on these rentals and then go get our trucks. And we were there till just a little while ago driving our trucks, their trucks, the whole deal. It was awesome. I never thought I'd be after a short course truck, but I think I'm going to have to get after a short course truck. I drove my 4S Creighton, which is kind of too big for there, at the 50% throttle, and had a blast. It was absolutely perfect that way. So, yeah, we got rained and sleeted out here, so that's what we did. Ethan RC, cashing checks, making sound effects. Mary Irwin, nice and sunny in Colorado. That's wonderful. Yeah, Josh, I got to see your video. Josh Weaver RC, did you just recently upload that video? Or has it been out for a minute? But I think he's got a nice piece of video out there right now on a Corsair. Oh, wow. RC Air Marshal says he knocked the bottom out of the power in his neighborhood. Sunny but cool in California. Awful in Florida as always. Mary Boozer, thanks. Number one. J. Steven Savoy set up the Dyna Primo last night. Fantastic. Cool. So at this point, you guys have certainly seen the oh, okay, Josh. I think you sent me the link, but I haven't had a chance yet. Last night was a late night. And then an early morning and a busy day. Massive ice storms in Michigan. Yeah, up north it was starting to be nasty. It was starting to be nasty. Guys, what a cool deal with getting to work the Mustang. Bobby's bummed he can't make it. Super bummed. I appreciate all you guys who go by the .com and all that kind of stuff, because it really does help, and guys are doing it. So in the short time I've had the relationship with Horizon, you guys are awesome. I mean, we've sold like 20 some items, which is really cool. So yeah, man, go through Pilot Ryan Media. Thank you. Links in the description. All that stuff counts, especially if you're going to bend somebody's ear about stuff. Follow through. Bitco Bobby can still jump in the chat. I called him actually when we got to the track because I thought he might want to come out there. And normally they do racing on Saturday nights, but they were at another track somewhere or whatever. I don't know. Big thing was going on somewhere else. And man, it was actually really cool. There's a bunch of dads out there with their kids driving stuff, taking turns and driving stuff. It was awesome. Pearl Jam 26, do I have any plans to fly any gas planes? People ask me that a lot. People ask me the same thing about trucks and things. And the answer is no. I absolutely have no plans whatsoever to do any wet jets, planes, or trucks. Never say never, because you never know. But I am so happy with electrics, and I'm such a fan of, like, the innovation that seems to surround the technology, that I'm completely happy with electrics. Now, if and when I ever do go wet, it's warbird. I want to hear a big old radial, or I want to hear, you know what I mean? It's a warbird that would get it first. I don't need it on a jet because they already sound whooshy. And I definitely don't need it on a car because I'm just really trying to relax. My kid was like, "You gonna race, Dad?" I was like, "No, I'm not gonna race. I'll race for fun, but I'm not gonna get in there with a bunch of guys who are very, very serious about it." It's cool. That's great. Everybody's got to have something. I'm serious about this, and so I'm good with that. I'm not going to get serious about. That's why I do the bashers, because I just want to beat them up, jump them, fly them. But man, I'll race some short course trucks with my buddies as long as they're not getting uptight about it, Yeah, RC Air Marshal. You the comments we've been fielding. Holy moly. It's really something. You got somebody who, I mean, it's, what's so funny about trickle down economics? You got this trickle down triggering that seems to happen in the world, and then trickle down to everywhere else, where guys who normally would be pretty well behaved have seen so much bad behavior now that they bring it into what ought to be gentlemanly. So comment sections are like guys telling us how to fly stuff. Man, if Bobby wants to put that airliner upside down, put it upside down. And if I get a chance to fly it, I'm going to throw it through a barrel roll just because. Bruce Beamer. Yeah, I get you. It's cool. AKA, hey, Jason, what's up, man? Good to see you. Mikey B wants that P-51. Man, yeah, it's a nice one. It's not a rehash. That P-51's not a rehash. You're going to recognize it because it's a Mustang. You are going to recognize hardware and some of the methods, but it's, not to be a jerk, but who do you guys have one of these? Man, I do. And I've flown the other ones, so I know the difference. Raymond Molina, man, I'm doing good. Surly, just waiting for someone to prime the pump, though. Let's go. That's what I'm saying, man. Do whatever. I mean, keep Crazy Cortez out of my hobby, telling me what to fly, how to fly. Everybody gets a gray plane, and it sucks. Mikey B, yeah, I mean, it's gonna look like an FMS plane because they're the ones who make a lot of the stuff for Horizon. That's no secret. So it's not a bad thing, though. And look, until recently, this one's the best. It's the best. And it's the best 6S one. And it's not a 4S one. So it can't compete in that regard. But the 4S one can't compete in this regard. Get rid of the tech. Still, I stand by that statement. This one's definitely heavier, more substantial. It's great. Mikey B. No, different mic. I think. I got no problem with anybody. Yeah, Pearl Jam 26. Thanks, George Watts. Man, I don't know the weight of the bird, but I'm sure it's on the tech specs and information, easily accessible through links in the description, except for this video because nothing worked out for me tonight. So I'm just going, there's no software in between what I'm doing tonight. It's just straight YouTube. And I didn't get to, usually I have a few windows open and I can get it started and then y'all chill for 10 minutes or so. And then I can dress up the description and put whatever I got to do. Nope, not tonight. Not tonight. Wasn't able to do any of that. Nice, David. Your ears were burning. No, a different Mikey. I think it's Mikey likes it in here, maybe. He's been around for a while, but he's just back in the room. and he was talking about being into that Mustang. Oh yeah, I think it was him. Maybe it was you. I don't know. Who said it looked like a scaled down 1700 millimeter? Well, yeah, same people make it, but there's stuff inside that you're not gonna notice. And I was talking to my senior advisor, Dennis Farley, earlier, and he pointed out a lot of good things about, everything suspect or in need of tweak and attention. It's happened. When guys in the past would wreck the 17s or the 1400 millimeter Mustangs, they would always kind of break in the same place, forward of the wing root and things. So there's carbon fiber in those spots now, things like that. Kappa Man, love watching your EDF flights. Looking for an EDF to get started back flying. Suggestions? Man, so many. Do you want to go 4S or 6S, Kappa Man? Mitchell Farley, good to see you. Captain Photon. Wayne Lee, Randy, Dakota Sexton. Man, good hanging out, y'all. Captain, I need to watch Destin off the... What? Mikey B likes the smart stuff in the Mustang. I fly Spectrum, and I'm convinced to use this in my scratch build Hanley Page Victor. Yeah, it's going to take a minute for folks to get used to it, but I think it's going to end up being the way. Tigress Mask. Hey, Ryan. Detrick Arnold. Hey, what's up, Detrick? Dietrich Arnold here from Excite Hobby. We'll have to catch up in the near future. Absolutely, man. Good to see you. I still can't understand why there aren't any BF-109s because hardly anybody can fly them. Josh, that is good logic. I missed it. Colin, what's up? John Noontz. Beatrice Schilling. RC. Marlin. That's a great 4S recommendation. Awesome, Raymond Molina. Appreciate that. Brian Chambers, man, good to see you again, man. Thanks for that super chat, my friend. Thanks for that. Mikey likes it. Okay. What was it? What did you change it to before? Anyway. So, yeah, digging the smart tech. We're going to put a smart ESC in the Hobby King Spitfire also and set it up for our buddy Mike Kennedy when we get a chance. Kappa Man, doesn't matter. Need to get new setup anyway. I mean, if you got flying, have you been flying? Are you just now getting back into flying altogether or just now into flying jets? Kappa Man, you hit me up on social when I got more time to spend with you because I want to ask you about your flying field, things like that, and I can point you in the right direction. But whenever you do make up your mind on what to get, man, check it out. Go to pilotryanmedia.com, click on your favorite brands. We earn a little skrill for those purchases, which is neat. Really cool. Will do. Yeah, man. Anytime, man. Facebook, Ryan Ramsey, RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, Pilot Ryan on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I ain't kidding. Everywhere. Yeah, the Marlin's an amazing 4S jet. It really is. Mary Irwin, can't wait to fly the Mustang. I can't wait to fly it some more. It really is cool. Man, I'm Edward and Gloria Hillbilly. What's up? Mike SSI. Funny how a Mustang looks like a Mustang. Yeah, I know, right? It's a straight copy. Well. Guniak. Hey, Ryan. Why didn't you land the new E-flite P-51 the right way? Just kidding. Ain't nobody got time for the haters, bro. Have a good weekend. Guniak, thank you, man, for that. Just joined North Dallas RC. Can't wait to go and join Flying Ant over there, eyeballing that Mustang. Wendell, Vance, thank you for that super chat. Ray, same for you. And guys, Strut 7953, that's Vance Farley. It's a family operation here from the Farleys. They're like half of my board of what is that? What is that? Committee? What a board of everybody's got a board, right? What is that? Board members, I don't know. Anyway, they're like half of my board. He's the guy you can thank for the website being updated. I'll call him at random times. I'll be like, hey man, can you do something for me? And he can always jump. So you go to pilotryanmedia.com and you just click the picture of that Mustang and you're good to go. Howdy, Vance. Very nice. Strut Flying Ant will take care of you. Welcome, Thompson RC. Howdy, Dennis. West Texas. Trustees. Yeah. I love how in the video Ryan even mentioned that he never lands a Mustang dead stick. Yeah, I was high enough I could. There's a bunch of good ones in there, and there's a bunch of not good ones in there, and I tell you exactly why. I got too slow. And I can't wait to take it back out. And Mustangs are, I mean, dudes. Warbirds in particular are trickier tail draggers than civilian tail draggers are. And they're a lot of fun and they're super rewarding. But a Mustang is so well balanced, it's got almost as much up front as it does on the back. I mean, it's crazy. Jason, thanks, man. Thanks for that. Philip Chow or Chew? Hey, man, you're not Philip from that has the web store, are you? Board of Directors, Kevin Farrows. My gosh, that's what I was looking for. Thank you so much. Kevin's on the board too. Team Ryan. Yeah, let's be on a team too. Man alive. That's it. Board of Directors. And you know what, man? I mean, I put that in there because, man, I'm not trying to trick y'all. It'd be easy to edit that stuff out, but I don't have to. But I take it on the chin for leaving it in, but so what? Just wing it. I really appreciate that comment. Thank you so much. Man, you know what? We really got to give it a, oh man, you're nice. Appreciate it, Thompson's Hanger. Michael Honeychuck in the house. Yeah, dude, P-47 is nice. Make you look really good. Dude, just wing it, man. So cool, so honored to be able to work that up like that. I would have had that Mustang anyway. You know I'm such a fan of the hobby. A lot of new releases I'm going to get. I got the T-33 over here too. I got to get built, and I can't wait to fly it. But I'm letting the Mustang enjoy the limelight it deserves right now. I mean, they say it. It is the mightiest one. Nothing wrong with the other ones you guys have, guys. Captain Photon, the dude from E-flite gave you props on his show, Ryan. On the Horizon vids, with the two guys, or just Jason by himself. When was that, Ricky? Send me a link if you could in Instagram, because it's really nice when that stuff happens. Man, I've been at it a minute, right? The video, the social, the online of it all. I'm really up to snuff with new releases and those types of things. You can't get one over on me. And I appreciate, I'd like to see that. It's neat to get shout out from these companies. I mean, an overnight success is only 10, 12 years in the making. You know what I mean? Raymond Molina, the floats do not come with the Ranger 1800 millimeter. They do not, but they can be gotten. Wipe your nose. So, McCullough Shriver, Jeff's Custom, good to see you, man. Philip Chow from Taiwan, really enjoy your video. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming over, man. Thanks so much. I really enjoy making them. Keith Christie, they did hit it hard on that release, and I hope they like what we did over here. Josh Weaver, jokester. Raven Rock, Captain My Peanut Butter, bring everyone to the yard. RC Freak 32, what's going on, dude? Loving the P-51 video. Awesome footage. Got the feed up on the TV, cleaning the house. Awesome stuff here. That's great. Show 76, y'all. RC Madness was up. Mikey likes it. Uses a FrySky X9 light with a multi-module and combined a spectrum. Bound the Binafly P-51, send telemetry to my transmitter. That's cool, man. You were shouted out first before RC Geek and the Horizon video. Cool, man. What, the one when they were on the bench with it? I think I got that one. Lon Louver, what's up? Got my DX6E on the way. Need to figure out a new bird for my fresh start. Man, there's so many good ones. Nice. You know what I want? I can't wait for them to splash it on their socials, man. I mean, the mention is great, but you know, I won't be surprised at all if you know, they splash a video or two on their socials as well. That'd be really nice. Really nice. And I think that's going to happen on the SU as well once they're back in stock. Did you notice I started flying the Bigfoot on 4S? Sort of perks it up. I bet it does, man. That's awesome. I didn't notice that, but I bet it's a ball on 4S. Somebody met the... Thanks, Dave. Is anyone else having trouble with the signal? Oh, no. I'm Josh Weaver. You're an idiot. You might as well get off the line. Mary Irwin. What? This needs to be an inside joke, or it's not going to be tolerated. What's going on here? Aaron Crosby, it is beautiful. RC Cosplay, what's up? Is that a wave? Hello, good to see you. Who's building and watching, guys? McCulloch Schreiber wants to know. 5x5. Let's see. 135 up in here, 47 thumbs up. So that's cool. I got one of my favorite guys I watch, Kevin Talbot, does trucks. He says thumbs it up if you're cool and thumbs it down if you suck, which is hilarious. I'm not going to say that, but that's funny. I like that guy. Go out and come back, says Wayne Lee. Yeah. Are you going to do any more videos on the SU-30? Yeah, I hope so. You know, look, winter in Indiana, but I want to get the SU-30 out and show it with safe on. I honestly fly better without safe on. I for some reason, I just want to like watch it do it. And I always end up running out of speed and it's too slow, or it's doing things in the pitch to help a new person out that I don't maybe want it to do. But I do want to, I do want to do the Mustang and the SU-30 some more with the safe. Like they're great, hot, they're fun. I want to fly them anyway, and they're hot new releases. I'm a guy who makes video. I'd be silly not to. So yeah. And now that I really have a good grab on how the telemetry works, just right off the main screen, just rolling to the right, I want to really see what I can get for flight time. I'm gonna use the timer, but I want to look at. I'm gonna let the timer go off when it normally would, and then check out my cells and see how much longer I can actually go. I think it's so cool. I would never be the guy that buys additional modules, but because it's in it, I'm like all over it. Technophobe, what's up? Guys, in the tube deep, flying the SU-30, loving it, making it famous on the beaches of California. Mikey B's working on his wedge show. Jeff Brooks, what is the jet maneuver called where you are in a bank turn and roll through inverted rather than through upright to turn the other direction? You did this once on one of your Havoc jet vids. Called when you are in a bank turn. I don't know what it's called, but it's dope. Oh, none of this Home Alone stuff, Joe Pesci business, technophobe. Look, my hat's ratty. I'm wearing this when it's wintertime. Thank you very much. One flew over Count Dooku's nest. Know what I'm saying? Olson Aviation crew chief. I might be at Jet Jam in Elizabeth, Indiana this year. I'm kind of hoping so. I need to work on a partial sponsorship for that, though. Something. Troublemaker says, what's up? Everybody says, what's up? Back to Troublemaker. Dialing in a Mamba 60E, says Jay Burke. Nice. Man, the chat won't refresh. And if I miss something, y'all, and you want me to get it, give me a few emojis before your comment or question. Some call it a tuck underturn. Bill Surratt's going to try to get to Jet Jam. That's awesome. In the Tube Deep's got some new SU-30 videos up. Check him out on YouTube. Yeah, Wayne Lee, man, he's sick. He's bummed out he couldn't make it. I'm sick too, but he's got it worse than I do. I'm not too bad. I'm just like congested and annoyed. That's all. That's it. That's all. GB Lennon's in here. Boy, we were getting fired up yesterday. George Watts. Yeah, you live close to Jet Jam, don't you? Thanks. In the Tube Deep. Drop links to his videos. Check that out, guys. Yeah, I mean, nothing really, you know, look, we were going to probably build the T-33. Got some work to do. Got to get an ESC outfitted in that Spitfire and things like that, but I'm not going to do it. It's been a week. RC Freak 32. Ryan, what's your take on the E-flite Valiant? I take what you and GB say, but I haven't seen a video on that from either one of us. Yeah, I mean, honestly, some things just pass us over. Just for me, anyway. I can't speak for GB, but it's like, you know what? When the Valiant came out, I think I was still at motion, and it just didn't work out. And then after the fact, nothing I was worried about. I know some guys really, really like it. I mean, I'm sure it's a ball. I have fun flying about everything, but I'm not. I just they haven't sent me one, and I'm not going to go out of my way to get one probably. The Twin Otters went so fast, I didn't get a chance to do that, but hopefully I will. But man, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about this stuff. It's all very reliable. So you just have to. Yeah, we did have fun. I got to be loose. Jeff West, I got a question for you. Would you run 1 or 2 R receiver in a 16-foot B-52? I would do whatever makes a lot of sense to protect my investment on that. That's out of my wheelhouse, but I would do whatever it takes to ensure BECs, arbitrary backup systems, like whatever. Yep, I got a fuzzy hat, Brad. Newbie here, so I just want a solid, good plane. RC Freak 32, yeah, man. You don't have any planes at all? What kind of RC have you been doing? I mean, with the name like RC Freak 32, you must be doing something ahead of your about to get into aviation. And then what do you like? You know, like what are you looking at that really does it for you in the way of airplanes? Ranger 1800 landing gear, weak at bottom, joined to wheel. Broke on a soft landing. Oh, man. That's too bad. If it's on early flights, man, contact somebody. Try to get satisfaction. That's not right. Jay Burke, check out RC Sailor's channel for Valiant videos. Yeah, there are probably a lot of them. I bet Just Wing It, did you do the Valiant? Just Wing It, man. He'll tell you about it. You want an idea how to handle it and see it in action with somebody who's reading its language as well as it's moving. He can help you. Mr. T 1035 just got here. 3-hour trip home. Wild Bill. Jeff in Lower Alabama. George Watts. Jeff, I'm not likely going to. I have 4 air tanks. 2 are backup and 4 flight batteries. Wow. Paul McNeil, what's up? Painting my AL-37 airliner in Southwest colors. Just got the graphics. Okay, yeah, Just Wing It flew Valiant as well. Let's see, Jermaine. What's up? I don't know what those emojis are, but cool. I have some Valiant videos, says Jeff in Lower Alabama. Also has Valiant videos. Okay. You had some planes. Looks like you were rocking 3S Warbirds. All right. Are you liking the 4S and 6S Warbirds now? Or are you just like all about jets? If you want to cut your teeth on something really affordable, get the 4S Marlin. PilotRyanMedia.com, click Hobby Zone. They have the Marlin only. They're the only people who have it. 4S Marlin's awesome. It can fit a bunch of different 4S packs in there. So if you wanted to get into the 4S Warbirds, you could use those batteries for both of those things. And but if you just know you're going like you got your eyes on 6S jets, there's a lot of good ones you could get for first time ones. But I definitely get back on your Warbird game, man. Wild Bill. Hey, when you're ready to buy, you know what to do, man. It's a nice P-51, guys. I mean, it's the nicest one I've ever had the pleasure to deal with. Scott Will, AL37 is supposed to be delivered today. And honestly, if you're not a 6S guy, but you still want a big Mustang, there's the other ones out there, 4S, and you can still go through Pilot Ryan to get them. Thank you, Josh Weaver. And the bounces are free. Yeah, it is an F-15 fuselage. I haven't put it together yet. I gotta get an ESC for it. And man, I'm so busy. By the way, guys, there's a new release. It's gonna be here probably Monday. I'm not sure when we're gonna show it. But I'll tell you this much. If you've got the jet box has been ticked lately, the Warbird box has been ticked lately. Both of those were 6S offerings. There's going to be a 4S box ticked. Another, I don't want to say too much, but from my friends at Hobby Zone, we're going to do the deal here, which is super cool to be able to announce it and launch it and reveal it to the world. Some folks are pretty super sleuths and can discover what it might be. But do me a favor, keep to yourself. It's not your fault. I mean, I get it. I really do. It's the Asian market can't keep stuff to themselves. They let them too early or something. But anyway, civilian 1800 millimeter 4S. That's all I'll say from our friends at Hobby Zone, and we'll be doing it right here. All right. Whoa. Do you have any Fly Zone aircraft? No. And will you try the Ernst Udet DR7 in the Du Doc Nicht paint scheme? I mean, never say never. T-shirt, free bounces. I have all my 3S left over from the Warbirds. Didn't get a chance to fly that much, so I just sold it all. Now I want back in and want a fun bird to start out with. If you have a bunch of 3S batteries, very affordable are the air. I'm telling you, I'm not shilling myself, guys, but go to Hobby Zone. Look at the Arrows RC line. There's a bunch of very affordable 1100 millimeter Warbirds that have outstanding DNA. They're going to be 3S aircraft. Go to PilotRyanMedia.com, click Hobby Zone or click Arrows RC, and you can see them. And like for under $2, there's a bunch of nice little Warbirds there. Retract some flaps, y'all, and sometimes lights for under $2 is just dynamite. Just let it out, Ryan. Not yet. I mean, why? Not until it's here. I'm pretty stoked about there being a big new Warbird release. I think Warbirds were very neglected in 2019. I am too. And you know what? Truth still matters. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Listen, when there's a bunch of new tech and stuff, you got to put it in the Mustang. Mustang's like the benchmark Warbird model. It ought to have the new stuff. Shadow Ops, you talking about the Aeroplane suite on 4S? Or suite on the release that's 4S, yeah. Paul McNeil says a big P40 seems like the bird to buy right now. Very awesome FMS 4S P40. They're like $329 everywhere. Again, you can get it all through me, whether it's Horizon or I mean, I got links to everybody but Motion right now. So you can do that, please. You're going to get it anyway. I'd rather you just click through me. It doesn't cost you anything. Super chats are great, but I'm not going to, schlep for them. Yeah, RC Freak, keep us posted, how it's going for you and everything. And man, you're going to see these guys all over. We all got it really bad for this stuff. So, I personally have a Facebook group called RC Pilots Lounge, but there's a million of them. I mean, everybody's got their own Facebook group. So, if you do Facebook, go there. I mean, a lot of guys who have channels are doing Instagrams and things like that as well. So there's a lot of access, and you can any names you see here, if you see them elsewhere, they're a good resource. And everybody's really helpful. I see people come on some of the forum pages and ask for help. 11,000 posts on the thread, and they want you to go sift through a search function rather than just help you. We don't do that here. We don't do that. Who got timed out? I wonder what he said now. Oh, yeah. We're trying to not go there, actually. I mean, yeah, that's true, but we're trying to not go there. I mean, I'll be more clear about it. Please don't, if you can help yourself, do that. I'm in a way part of media business who gets to do product launches and stuff. And so if somebody comes in with unfortunately early leaked information, as much as everybody wants to know, most of the guys in here can understand my position and are friends with me and can appreciate that and wouldn't want to steal my thunder on purpose or crap on my parade with new releases as well. So if you could keep it to yourself, that'd be great. That'd be really great. I'm not going to Wayne Lee because it's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's out of respect for the vendors, the companies that value a relationship with me. And they value the community here too. I mean, that's why they're here. I'm just the mediator, right? So anyway, folks just can't, handle it. They might have to leave. Thank you, RC Stinger. And you mods are just, I don't even have to worry about things. The only thing that slows me down is sometimes I want to know what I miss. That's it. So I appreciate it. I know there's a couple guys I talked to earlier and they're like completely okay with just like keeping it to themselves. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. It's hard for everybody to understand, but if you think about it, it's completely obvious. If one of your bros put in the time and ends up being in a position to get to do some of that stuff, man, don't let some slip in Asia screw it up for him. Anyway, Mikey B, man, I wish. I mean, the weather's just been garbage. The big meteor, it's still over here. I actually want to tighten it up a little bit. Where the wings go on the outboard, I'm a big fan of like painter's caulk. I've used foam tack for this stuff too, but painter's caulk's cheaper. And you just finger it. You can paint it well. So I'm going to tighten up the wing a little bit. So yeah, no, I didn't get it up yet, but I can't wait to. So that's what's up. Jeff, is that a question? Kick him out. I mean, If you guys can't, I will. But you have to quit timing them out, I think, so I can do it. Yeah, quit timing them out. Oh, okay, Jeff. Reginald Pradia. Yeah, the T-33. I can't, look, I'm a fan of the hobby. So I just really wanted the T-33. Honestly, I knew it was coming for a long time. I thought it might be a 70. I didn't want it to be, and I'm so glad it's not. Nothing wrong with 70s, but, give it to me. I want a big one. And then, so yeah, I'm glad to have one. But it's definitely not the top of my list because I've got other like sponsored work that definitely takes priority on that stuff. Mikey likes it. That'd be fantastic. That would be. I've been saying the same thing. I think a lot of us have been saying the same thing because there's one out there floating around like 16 mil, right? I mean, that'd be sweet. Oh man, Jeff West, that's a bummer. Yeah, is he still in here doing stuff? Who I couldn't. There we go. It's like I wasn't getting the 3 dots to do anything. I'm not able to do anything with them. Then from here. Cause goodness sakes, y'all, what's going on? That must have been a mistake, RC Project. Okay, I'm way behind. Yeah, I got the silver one. Bobby got the camo one. We really were talking about it a lot last week. And then James at Motion, they're doing a stream now on Friday at 12 Eastern, it looks like for an hour. And so they talked about the T-33 and tanks and some other stuff. Mentioned everybody's streams, I think, as well. Guys, thanks for coming by. 64 likes, do your thing. I don't really care about that too much, but it's like if you're here, you might as well, unless you just don't like it. And if you don't like it and you're here, then you must be some kind of a masochist. You know what I mean? I miss Bobby tonight, y'all. Race 22 got his T-33 because we'd be building it. He'd be building it. Jackson Hosmer doesn't like delivery on the P-51. That's cool. It's not for everybody. Yeah, both liveries look really good on that T-33. Mikey B says so many live streams now. I watch them more than Disney Plus or Netflix. I never watch TV unless it's the kids stuff. Blue Wrench folks earning their keep. Jay Price, what's up? Josh Weaver, Dave Kowishki, Race 22, Paul McNeil. You guys see the new micros released from Flight Test? Those are like EPO. Those look cool. You know what? I want to do one of them. I kind of like that little widgeon. I always wanted to do a Grumman Goose. And the widgeon's like a Grumman Goose, except it's got like what? Inline engines instead of radials. David Martin Graff. I mean, yep. I love my Spectrum stuff. And I have Futaba. The only reason I have Futaba, though, I'll tell you, is because it's been a few years now, but I did a magazine write-up on the 8-channel Futaba 8J. and I have it. And last time I was at Neffy, I busted Jay Smith's chops about there not being the windsock out there anymore. You know what he did? He went over to like the parking where it was roped off, and he ripped off one of these little deals and gave it to me. He's the editor of Model Aviation Magazine. Great guy. Actually called me the day I released that Mustang. He's like, dude, what's up with you, man? Look at you. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool now. But yeah, thank you, Jay Smith, for this. I'll treasure it always. So that's my Futaba 8J. And until recently, it was the only above 6-channel radio I had. Now, DX9. I think if you're a Futaba guy, I think if you're a FlySky guy, if you're a Jetty guy or whatever, that's wonderful. But if you want to be at the party instead of looking through the window, it's nice to have a Spectrum radio because there's a lot of cool releases that come with that stuff. And it's not that they only value that stuff at whatever the margin is between the plug and play and the bind and fly. It's that because of the package deal, there's enough margin they can afford to pass on the savings to you. And it's a cool package. Just like when they do the battery stuff. It doesn't mean the battery's worth nothing. It means there's enough margin they can soak up the loss between the two of them. So that's what's happening with that. I said it in the videos too. I was like, you know, even if I was die hardcore Futaba, I'm going to always have a Spectrum radio just so I can get in on bind and flies and not wait for plug and plays. Usually plug and plays are behind the releases, the bind and fly releases. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I haven't had any trouble with them. They are doing the Freedom Fox. Yeah. You got 80 likes on your end. Yeah, I'm seeing 83, and the chat does not refresh itself. Because I had I missed somebody. Who was that? George Watts. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I just saw that. Thank you. Farmer Man doing okay? Pilot Ryan, were you given that DX9 or was that your own money? The DX, what's the difference, first of all? What's the difference? There's no difference with the way I behave about this stuff. But what's the difference? But yeah, I mean, I've been in this business long enough. Most of this stuff has come at me. So one way, shape, or form, you know, trade this, trade that, sell this, buy that. I mean, I'm in a blessed position where the hobby kind of supports itself at this point, and I've got it bad, y'all. So, I mean, I think I started flying in 08. You know what I mean? So I'm not sitting here because of, you know, privilege. I've been nuts about the hobby and worked my butt off. Missed the holiday sale on the DX9. Man, you know, there may be another one. Who knows? George Watts, appreciate that. Record Roy, is he in here? Good to see you. I don't see you, but glad to know you're here. Yeah, guys, look, we're very welcoming to new folks, of course. This chat is off the chains most of the time, and sometimes we really have a thing planned. We did a special one on Thursday to coincide with the release of this beautiful Mustang back here, and that one was just an hour. And we, you know, you can find that. Actually, I got a lot of playlists on the channel, but I got a playlist dedicated to this beautiful aircraft, and the live stream is on there as well. So if you wanted a live stream that's a little bit more about something, you can see that. But check out the flight videos. Tennessee RC Pilot, my friend, any deals coming from Hobby Zone? I do. First of all, the prices are ridiculously generous. And if you didn't know, see, a lot of us have a good idea about these planes and where they come from and their pedigree. But if you didn't know better, you'd see those prices and you'd be like, man, those aren't any good because they're too cheap. They're too cheaply priced. So first of all, there's always great prices there at Hobby Zone. And then usually when there's new releases, there's codes that go with that. So for instance, I have a feeling on good authority that the new release at Hobby Zone is probably going to be priced very similar to the FMS 1800 millimeter Ranger. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a $20 off, you know, when you get in on the pre-order kind of situation. So there's always cool stuff like that. Brad Mullins, that may be a talk for another day. I just can't even today. So RC Air Marshal's got a good point. Wait to upgrade your radio till Horizon runs their annual Step Up to Spectrum sale. They usually have deep discounts on the DX9 while they're in stock, $100 or $150 off. That's fantastic. Yeah, if you need versatile, like many of us are going to be okay without more than 8-9 channels. And if you're a computer programmer, I think some of that stuff is cool, but I've heard horror stories with it, and it's not for everybody. And again, FrySky doesn't make planes I want to bind up to. You know what I mean? I like that the receivers come in the stuff. And I fly Futaba on everything else and throw Spectrum in if I have any left, you know. I really don't care how I get there as long as I get there up in the air. But that's a good point, Dave, Air Marshal. I mean, Spectrum can do more than just their own bind and fly planes, though, too. Paul McNeil, you're nice. Wish I could, too. Did you get a second Optera? I think he did. His wife hooked him up. Agreed. Just looking for a little edge on a Bigfoot. Man. It's already, like, pretty, like, super competitively priced, I have a feeling. The Bigfoot. But yeah, I hear you, man. Everybody always wants to figure out how to save something. That's cool. Mike Kennedy, you got a Futaba also. Did you get rid of your Spectrum? Probably not. Scott's RC World. That's a good question. Hello. Josh Weaver flies Traxxas. Module Ryan is $37. That's cool, man. I've done the module stuff with the Futaba where I could fly tactic or That's cool. I mean, it's all right. Nobody's making you. Don't try to convert me because I'm good. I got a Futaba and I got a Spectrum. They happen to be some of the more popular brands. I'm cool with that. I'm good. I don't have to screw around. I get one of these new birds and it's like, dun, 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 clink, clink, clink. The manual's, I mean, laid out to coincide with all these Spectrum radios unless you got some antique and you're good. Best part of the P-51. Geez, I had a blast. I really had a blast once I kind of sorted out my approaches and stuff. I can't wait to fly it when it's not a stupid crosswind like it was. But I really liked how it felt in the air, and I liked how. So I've got the 1500 millimeter P-47 from FMS. It doesn't have stabilization in it, but it feels so smooth and locked in. The P-51 Mustang felt really smooth and locked in, and it's got AS3X, but I didn't feel like it was there, you know? I mean, it was a nasty day, but that thing was grooving. And I don't know if it's unlimited, but I think it's nearly unlimited vertical because I'm getting in the danger zone probably with the 400 feet deal, but it just had power, gobs of it, and on 4 blades. you know, looks really scale. So I like, and I've flown all the other Mustangs. I don't care where they're made at, same place, whatever. This thing is substantially, I hate to say heavy because it sounds like a bad thing, but it's just more solid, you know, than the other ones. It's more rigid than the other ones. Nothing wrong with the other ones, man. But my job isn't to sell the 10-year-old one. So this one, guys, we should zoom after. You know who I'm talking about. But this one's, it's nice. I really can't wait to get it back out. Two cons with the thing. Two only for me. And we know this about these planes. Every one of them's been this way. The wheels are hard. The benefit of hard wheels, they don't get a soft spot on them, a flat spot on them. Man, they got bearings and stuff. I mean, they're really excellent wheels. Good thing it's got suspension. But I think if I put some different tires on there, I could probably also help tame, you know, some of that. But I don't mind seeing them. You watch any warbird go taking off of grass, P-40, Spitfire, they're all bouncing around. Of course, it's bigger and slower and really awesome. But and we're on geotex, not pavement. So the just skittery bounces, that's scale. It's fine. The big bounces, because I got too slow and ugly. Listen to the throttle, though. Listen to the throttle. I always made the right call, usually, and either went around or stuck with it if I could. But the plane took whatever I threw at it. It's very tough. I mean, I've had other Mustangs that would break up parts when you do that kind of stuff. Mikey likes it. That's cool. Shout out to Mary Boozer, says Edward and Gloria. Put some peanut butter on a spoon. Full moon, huh? Was there more? What I missed now? I want to see what they said. Cool, thanks. What are you going to do with it? Pilot Ryan on the P-51. What about taking off with safe? Yeah, I'd like to try that. And if I flew with safe, I might have looked better. You know, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, right? So, or to skin Lady Flopga. Okay, cool. So, my gosh. What? James, what's up? It's a funny night tonight, I guess. My word, guys. Jeez Louise. Get him out of here. My goodness, people. Dave's RC, man. Good to see you here. 145 people and 5 of you are douchebags. God bless America. Get them out. Steve, what's up? You fly with the timer or telemetry warnings? You notice an increase in flight time when using the telemetry. Man, I'm so brand new to it. That was my first day with this stuff. And so I'm still trained on the timer. But now that I really, honestly, I had to re-edit segments of the videos to put in the best, to give you all the best value and the reality of the benefits. So, because I had it wrong, I was screwing around all the time in this screen where you set the warnings and alarms, not just the roll off the main screen and have it at your fingertips. So I'm going to use my timer and in conjunction with the timer, this cool new onboard telemetry and see what my cells are looking like, and then see what more I can milk out of flight time with that. If the tech is there, I'm going to try it. I'm going to use it. My dad in here, man, can't defeat the wrench army. What in the world tonight? What's with this you're hacked business? My word. I mean, it's like scary stuff. Everybody's numbers, Dave, or just me? Alberto Ramirez, what radio do you have now? What radio do you have now, Alberto Ramirez? And I can help you out. T33 build off will be fun. Set your notifications. You building it tomorrow? DX6i. Well, you can always go with proprietary Spectrum equipment. ARS, whatever, what the heck are those things called? AR636 receiver. There's videos out there on getting them dialed in. I know there's going to be soon. And you can also look at the Admiral receivers if you want to save a little money. I tend to lean towards the proprietary equipment, so I'd be looking at Spectrum. Denmark, not blessed, Ryan. What do you mean? Eric Hiles, what's up, Ryan? You starting with a couple whiners? Man, not really. I mean, just trying to live my life. Man. Beatrice says West still owes the world a P-38 build. Hilarious. Thanks. Yeah, Alberto. Man, I'm telling you, whatever you decide to do, go to Pilot Ryan Media, click your favorite branded icon. Helps me out a lot, so I can combat the guys who are spamming me with my social. Appreciate that. Usually that does not happen very often around here. Bet it's over 1,000. Wow. You do lean to proprietary, but will not hold it against you. All right. Brad Mullins not feeling good about the FAA. Yeah, maybe. I think some people is trolling. I think some of these folks who had things to say tonight don't care a rip about RC at all. It's just on a rampage train. Like Mikey said, it must be a full moon or something. Well, it was to keep me from cussing, but I appreciate you. And man, by the way, it's okay to be a fan of where you live. It's an unpopular opinion these days, but no country is perfect. But if you don't like where you live, you just give it away to the enemy then. So if I lived in Denmark, I would also like that place as well. And it's not like I don't like it. Troll moon out tonight, says the Dornado. Not too much to say about anything, says Lee Davidson. Yeah, man, we're just hanging out, man. Look, Saturday, 76 of these in a row. Love it or leave it. 92 likes, appreciate it. Folks are leaving it. All right, cool. RC Air Marshal, he says he thinks most new releases from E-flite will be smart, and eventually their back catalog will be as well. You think so? They won't keep making the AR636 forever. Well, it's also the ESC and not just the receiver, right? I think you're going to see I think eventually that may be the case, but I think you probably will see a mix, because I don't think every release will have it, because you don't want to shock your base, right? I think ease it in a little bit. Dave Kowalski wishes he had an RC Corsair. They look neat. You only have 9 of them, right? Appreciate you, my Denmarkian friend. Do I have any plans for the 100th stream? No, just make sure you don't cross streams. You know what I'm saying? I'll just make sure I don't hand anyone. I won't hand any out. That's for sure. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Laura, you make Wesley look like he knows what he's doing. Ain't that the truth? Mitchell Farley, I don't know. That's a great question. It probably is. And depending on your radio, RC Air Marshal might know. Mitchell Farley wants to know, is it possible to do voice readout of battery voltage from the telemetry? I bet there is. I bet there is. Been dying to get into the weekly live game, and we have so much stuff to show and stuff coming that the timing made sense. Yes. Wayne Lee's wanting a watch from Ricky, but no love. No sword fights. Yes. Yes. Beatrice repainted the Corsair cowling on the arrows and likes it a lot better now. Yeah. Jay Price, thank you. Mitchell Farley's not going to buy Fry Sky in a million years. I promise you. Speed Team Losey says yes. Are you with Losey, man? Are you with Losey? And I assume you're a man. I hope I'm not using the wrong pronoun. Actually, I don't care if I'm using the wrong pronoun. But play the victim. They called me a man. Man, I've already done a bunch of FMS Mustang videos. There ain't nothing. It doesn't matter what you say anyway or what you show, James. They're out there. Dallas Darling. I mean, they're probably set to private on Motion's channel still. Just cut them loose. Glock that P-51 you have behind you. Is that a 6S? Yeah, it is, man. It's awesome. Videos on the channel right here. Just have to tell your radio to do it, says Guniak to Mitchell. Yep. Brad Mullen, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Glock, the P-51. I agree. Mary Boozer says versus FMS Mustang and Horizon Hobby Mustang. It's not going to be much of a versus, man. It's like here's the 6S one, here's the 4S one. They built the 6S one to be 6S, and the 4S one is built to be 4S. And it's slower because it would be, and they've upgraded everything. Ryan, you ever buy a wood kit and put it together or just bind and fly style plane? Steve, I have never bought a wood plane but once. But I've done 2 or 3 wood planes because of magazines. So I did a World Models P-51 ARF. It came covered, but I had to do everything. I built another guy's wood plane and converted it to electric form. And then I did a Northrop Gamma from, I believe, also World Models from magazine back. You guys that get Park Pilot Model Aviation probably saw those. And I did another wood ARF, which was, I believe it was another, who else makes little wood ones? It might have been World Models also. But it looks like a PT-19, but it's not. Like a Flybaby kind of thing. And then like I said, Northrop Gamma. So 3 or 4 wood planes. But they were always ARFs covered already, you know. And they were cool, but they were for magazine. So really, when I got done with them, I got rid of them. I do still have the PT-19 because we had one, and we still have one in real life in a hangar in Muncie. Beatrice Schilling RC. Ryan, any idea what's next for Dan and Arrows RC? Yes, it's in the mail. And probably within the week, we'll be able to let you know. Ryan, are the wheels hard or soft rubber on the P-51? They're harder wheels, which is typical of all the E-flite jets and warbirds that you've seen lately, and FMS planes that you know of recently with diamond treads. They're basically the same. Maxwell, I think they were all World Models, the stuff I did. Yeah, VQ. Lay it on me. If it's electric, lay it on me. If it's gas, I don't want it. I just don't have the time to take on a new skill. It's like when I do plumbing. I'm not going to learn how to sweat copper, but I'll do everything else. I'll do threaded pipe. I'll do PEX. I'll do PVC for drains, but I'm not going to learn how to sweat copper. Just like I can fly without learning how to do gas right now. Nothing against it. It's cool. Sounds great, but I'm so happy with what I've got. World models, yeah. The Mustang sucked though, and I hated that it had that you could see the ribs in the wings. Like Sport Scale Mustang, it was like the EP40. It was a beast. It was a beast. It was back in the day, man. I wrote it up. It was the gunfighter scheme, actually. I sold that son of a gun as soon as I could. Ryan O says, priority straight, not so much. My field canceled the flying club monthly meeting because of the Packers game. Well, that's exactly when you go out there and fly everything silly without anybody in your way. Just go fly, man. My son loves the DX6 we got from you exactly as you described. Cool. CG is active manual in the tube deep, man. Which one are we talking about? Oh, the P-51's fast, man. I mean, I don't really go for speed readings. But we got a playlist full of videos, build, assembly, flight videos. I mean, early announcement kind of situation here. We had one on day of release. We had it a week or so before, so we had an opportunity to work up media on the aircraft. So I did a shakedown, couple flights, and then a flight review. The flight review, I was ringing it out more. The shakedown, I was just shaking it down, like first flight, shaking it down, and also showing it for camera. It's different than when you just fly for fun and ring it out, and you can go way far out and do all kinds of stuff. I keep it where I want you to see it. And then on the flight review, I was giving it to it a little bit more, and I liked it a lot. It was dialed in. It was a lot of fun to fly, and it's a 6S warbird at 1,500 millimeters. It felt like one. Yeah, Craig, it is. Let's see. The chat doesn't refresh itself. Mitchell Farley, it did not hardly look like a Mustang, dude. I mean, you could see would I ever do drone view of your reviews, Ryan? Yeah, if I had an extra guy, you know. Well, you got a deal for me, Colin? We're not usurping my offerings. What's the deal, Colin? If it's electric, I'll do it. I don't care how big it is. Yeah, Craig, it's still in Muncie. What I miss, y'all? What? Yeah, man, alive. Yeah, dude, those connectors are sweet. I know exactly what you mean. Well, I'll cut copper, I'll DC copper and go with the gator bites or whatever shark bites. Those slide over fittings are amazing. It's amazing that they work to me. Colin, if it needs covered, I'm not the one. But look, man, I'm available for business. I mean, if they want me to do a VQ or you can arrange that, I'd do one. But it needs to be electric. And it needs to be covered, man. It needs to come with everything. And it needs to not cost me a thing. Sorry, I'm busy. But they're nice birds. I mean, if I was a balsa guy, I'd be all over VQ. And in the Black Horse, it's just not my thing. But the Dauntless, holy smokes, that's pretty sweet. But I mean, honestly, man, look, a lot of guys go for P-47s kind of when they're first going with balsa, it seems like. So I'd really like a P-47 because I trust myself with it more. Because I mean, it is just my first day. I don't know how to land and all kinds of stuff. So you know, Colin, yeah, man, absolutely. Mike Kennedy's got 3 VQ warbirds, all electric, all awesome. Didn't you put some big like Tomcat motors in something? VQ electric, bro? Mary Boozer says Black Horse Storch is his spirit animal. I thought the turd fish was your spirit animal. Is there such a thing? Yeah, dude, jugs are always awesome. I mean, I love P-47. I'd take whatever they wanted to do, though. I mean, it's cool. And you know what? So I do have a little tiny bit of experience with it. I'm handy on a house. I mean, I can work wood, and I am skilled enough to do it. I don't want to learn how to cover, though. But I've got Bobby, though, for that, too. Bobby's experience started with that stuff. So between the two of us, we can get it done. Not a problem. Isn't he a great addition, y'all? Mikey, you love him. I mean, there's always space for him still, too, if he wanted. There always was. If Captain Mike wanted to come around, he always is welcome. Love the guy. But try to match this inside. This intensity and passion. Good luck with that, man. Bobby is right there. You can't hardly do it by yourself, man. You can't do it by yourself. A lot of these guys are teaming up to get it done and bring you the goods. Jeff's Custom RC's teaming up with Raven Rock. GB Linden teams up all the time with John VHRC and Bill Flynn, I believe it is. There's a Boozers teaming up with Lori. Dad, do I like tail dragger or tricycle? I mean, I'm born on tail draggers, you know, but I really do enjoy tricycles too. And of course, with the jets, that's always what you get. So the answer is yes. I can kind of define it a little bit. So now let's go civilian planes, pops. Civilian planes. Would you rather have a trike or tail dragger? If I'm not flying in the bush, I would rather have a trike, kind of, because I've really learned to like nose. I like that nose up. I like it if you can bring it in and the nose wheel doesn't touch at all. That's a lot of fun. And when you do get up on one wheel, it's kind of seems a little bit harder to do on a trike in a way. So it's more rewarding when you do. And then of course all the jets are coming on trikes, but like, Dad, you know I like everything so much. I mean, trikes are easier for people, but man, I love my tail draggers. They're harder. They're a challenge. We're talking about like kind of people's vintage. Dad was building Carl Goldberg kits and stuff. Control line, 049 stuff and rockets and everything. Was there ever a tail dragger jet? I'm certain there's some weirdo out there somewhere. Yeah, Dad. So tricycle is a little better. It's a little easier. Here's the one thing to think of. So gyroscopic precession, one of the many facets, handful that make a thing want to go left. So with the tail dragger, you've got an extra one of those want to go left situation because when the tail comes up. So with the trike, you've got one less. You don't have that disc tilting forward and also sending you left too, and a tail to keep flying, not come over on your nose, all that stuff. So trikes are definitely a little bit easier. Seems like all you got to really worry about is right rudder and then pulling off when you want to. With a tail dragger, there's just more to operate. The hardest thing is trusting yourself and letting the thing just kind of hang and run on two once you get it going. I gotta relearn, all the time. And some are easier than others, obviously. Seems like the longer the nose is in the front, the more work it is to make them look good. Nick Kennedy's done lots of wiring. Boozer. Yes, me too. Scott's RC World. See you later. Got to go. Take care, everybody. Stay cool, my friend. Keep on flying. Absolutely. Let's see. What are we looking at? Hour and a half. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. That's cool. 100 of them. Richard Limley. What's easier to fly, the Havoc or the FMS Super Scorpion? I mean, I have to say the Super Scorpion because it's bigger. Bigger always does fly better. I've flown them both. They both are amazing. The Super Scorpion, though, I mean, it's a little bigger and it flies really awesome. And I really kind of wish I still had one. I traded it. Yeah. The Scorpion for me was one of those birds too that really liked full steep flaps on landing, and I really had my best landings when I was flying it like that. Jeff, you're out of here. See you guys later on the tube. Thanks, Ryan, for a great show, and keep those trolls out, guys. Thanks for all the great support at Jeff's Custom RC. Hit up Jeff's Custom RC, guys, man. Great things, good guy. So good he wrote it twice. See you soon, man. See you later. Shadow Ops, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Sometimes I'm surly, man. I apologize. Yeah, that salamander thing, maybe. One of the German jet bombers with a swept forward wing might have been a tail dragger. Yeah, it might have been. John VHRC, what's up? Yak 15 was also a tail dragger. Nick Kennedy. Yeah, man, nobody wants their planes back. If they did, I wouldn't work with them. I mean, they don't pay you. I mean, you got to keep the darn plane, man, for sure. You know what I mean? Jeez. You got to keep the plane if you're going to do the work. There's pictures on Pilot's Lounge, says Jeff West. Motion RC, even a B-1B bomber would be cool, says Paul McNeil. Something about sports, probably. Heichel. Early 262s were tail draggers. There you go. The Volks. Yeah, I ain't going to try to say that. David Wilson, loving the new Mustang, man. You know where to get it. PilotRyanMedia.com. What's up? If I crashed a Fummy into the marsh 3 months ago, would any of the electronics be salvageable? I mean, I have to kind of default to no. You'd have to test them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put a new plane in jeopardy over a component. A-26 Invader. That's a nice plane. That's like the what's the difference between the A-26 and the A-20? Besides 6. Mary Boozer says, go check him out tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. The build off. Boy, there's not much to build on that T-33. It's pretty. We were going to do it tonight, but Bobby's sick. Yeah, I wouldn't trust him either, Don. Josh Weaver's like all about it. B-1B snuck up on me and did low flyovers in Afghanistan, then flew off into the distance. As bad mamma jamma as you can imagine. Oh, yeah, Rhino, that's too bad. Yep. Dry them out for a month first. Put them in a bag of rice. I mean, they've been out there a while. Sometimes you might just have to ride it off. Yeah, Johnny Cornette, man. The Marlin, and look at, you want to see the Marlin in action. There's a handful of guys who, Mary Boozer's flown it. We did the first videos on it here on this channel, so you can check out back in the archives. Actually, there's a playlist for Hobby Zone and Arrows RC where you can see the Hobby Zone Arrows planes, right? So the Marlin and the warbirds that we've done with them and the Bigfoot, things like that. Easier to find on that playlist than digging through the whole, bunch of uploads. So you can see the Marlin in action. Bobby and I both have flown it on video. And then, like I said, there's a bunch of other guys who I think have also flown the Marlin. Mary Boozer is one of them. You can see that plane in action. It's a great little 4-cell bird. Great little 4S jet. Roy's working on a T-28. Tell Bobby it's better to look good than to feel good. I have not flown that Gloucester yet. We have just had, it's been a busy week with the new release and everything. Nice. On the telly, Holmes. Nick Kennedy, are you filming the T-33 build, maiden, shaking it down, or no? Jeremy Sean, do I get to give my opinion on the next models coming out with E-flite or Freewing? I get to give my opinion like everybody else and their uncle does. Now, if that means anything, no. I am, by the time folks are talking to me, they're in the bag. Now, they do want feedback on if you encountered any issues and things like that, which I think is wonderful, in the way of a heads up and always improving what they are bringing to market. But as far as like a roadmap, I'm no longer in on that. Used to be, and it's a lot of fun. You're not missing out because you only fly bind and flies, but you should be willing to stretch into plug and plays. There's a lot to be offered there. I mean, I kind of, yeah. If you do restrict yourself to bind them, I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth. I learned it the other day. But yeah, don't limit yourself. I mean, I love it. Bind flies are great, but there's a lot of cool plug and play stuff out there too, man. That if you're a big fan of the hobby, you owe it to yourself to check it out. And then also there's some tremendous value if you're willing to take off the training wheel, so to say. And if you do like the gyro technology, you can put it in any plug and play that's out there. No one's stopping you. There's loads of videos of guys showing you how to set up gyros and things like that. So by all means, don't rule out plug and plays. Oh no. Channel 6 RC. Whoa. Everyone, I think I'm going to head out. It's been a long day and I want it to be over. Someone stole my plane and camera. Long day. Bye, Ryan, and everyone love you. You can't leave on that. Where? I mean, what? Like out of your car or truck or something? Where were you when you got ripped off? Dang. What plane and what camera? Freewing F-15. I haven't flown it yet, but I did have my hands on the sticks of Mike's one time, and I liked it. I would love to see another Eurofighter, and I'm not the only one. My next airplane is coming this week. It's a civilian 4S big 1800. And it's coming from Arrows. Bind and Fly comes with receivers. Plug and plays come with everything but the receiver. Man, I think if you're flying, I think you can make your Mac act like Windows, and it's worth the research to figure out how to easily make it happen, because the real flight simulators are really the best. Real Flight 9. Go to pilotwritingmedia.com, click anywhere, Horizon, and you can find the Real Flight 9. And really, it's called Boot Camp or something. There's a way to make your Mac act like a Windows to run that. Yeah, most bind and fly. I don't even know if they do bind and fly planes with batteries anymore. Did he leave already? I wanted him to tell me what he lose, what plane and what camera. What'd he lose? Channel 6. Did it fly away or did you get stolen, man? Windy and lost signal? Oh, man. That's too bad. But it's almost better than being stolen from. Oh, so was the Mobius on the train star? He's here. Gravedigger. Yeah, I saw one. And stolen? That's too bad. That's too bad. People. Who makes the train star? What is that? Michael Fitzgerald. Yeah, man. Absolutely. RC Air Marshal is going to do some really great videos on showing you guys how to do the AR636. I'm just as excited to see those videos as you guys probably are. I have honestly been intimidated by the whole thing. And I'm a guy who, I mean, dude, when Hobby Eagle gyros first came to the scene, I was the guy who showed y'all how to use them. But I had to learn how to use them to show you how to use them. And then, you know, I did the first Admiral workups as well. So, I mean, I'm not like completely new to gyro stuff, but I just, those were jobs I had to do. I've never had a job I had to do on a Spectrum one. So I'm anxious to see, those are very valuable videos. So once you see the RC Air Marshal videos, you know, bookmark that stuff, save them, put them on your own playlist or something so you can refer back to them, because a lot of times you forget. So when you're setting up your next plane, there it is. Dive in and the video's right there. They're super helpful. So I can't wait. We're actually collaborating a little bit on that because I want to drive a lot of traffic to his channel. Because a playlist on how to set up your Spectrum AR636s would be tremendously valuable for the community. And I wish I had the time to make that series myself, but he is very much more well equipped to deliver on that technical. So Shelby, you're funny. Yes, man. I wasn't born knowing it. It's crazy. Oh, man. Doug Kalasia. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And I wish I could do it. I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm thinking it's going to be Saturday, my friend. MSJ 143. It's probably going to be Saturday. I'm not sure. Mine arrives on Monday. I do like the Hobby Eagles. I use them in a handful of things. Like I said, I love the AS3X, and I have a bunch of Spectrum receivers and stuff that came with them, but they were ready to go. I didn't have to do a thing to them. So I really like them. But anything that I put gyros in, I've used Hobby Eagles and Admiral. Oh, man. Guniac, see you later, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the chat, bro. It's always super appreciative to get it. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who do stuff like that. Bill Surratt is telling Jeff he repurposed an E-flite F-16 AR-636A into his Freewing F-35. Really flies much better than any other gyro solution. Has a gyro ever crashed my plane? Only when I didn't do something right. Only when I didn't do something right that I know of. Yeah, I mean, the Hobby Eagle is a standalone gyro, so extra auxiliary type of equipment that takes a channel. So they're different. I am not going to 4 a.m. again, I promise you. It's only 10:45, right? Yeah, there's no way I'm going that long. You like the laptop better for programming, says Michael Fitzgerald. All right, Channel 6, man, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. Bill, right on. Actually, this is like rehash coffee. This is like half Americano, half old left around the house, my wife's mug, and then what was left in the pot, all put together. I'm tired. I'm sick. Me and my kid were out playing all day today, too. We drove trucks at a track. It was awesome. I should go to the grocery because I got enough bags under my eyes to get it done. What you all say? Should I take a shot at the E-flite Viper for the title? Yeah, I mean, what's the other option? Yeah, last week was an all-nighter, Honeychuck. Bobby K is homesick. He's sick. He had a gynecologist appointment and it ran over. I'm just kidding, Bobby. He's so sick he isn't even in the chat. Joe Habib. Hey, Ryan, great show tonight, man. Thanks so much, dude. I tell you what, y'all support means a lot. And you guys who are really close to me, you tell me I might be too nice sometimes. I hope that's when I finally pass on. If that's what folks say, that will be all right by me. I truly, you guys tell me keep it to myself, but it's like, man, when folks are snarky and I hate it. It drives me absolutely nuts. The troll thing will bother me for a minute. Where's the best place to get Dyna parts for all the parts I bought from Motion before they got rid of them? Flying Fortress RC. Have you come to the right place to ask that question? BitGo Hobby handles Dynam, and there's other sources that handle it as well, but they're, for the most part, getting it from BitGo, which I would call the main distributor of Dynam parts and products in North America. Go to pilotryanmedia.com, click the BitGo Hobby icon, and there you will arrive at the website, and you can find whatever you're after. Also, there's a BitGo Hobby YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Instagram. The owner, the guy who runs the distribution facility at BitGo Hobby, is wired in to that Facebook page. And I see his activity. He's great at accommodating customers who come at us through Facebook with questions or issues. So I hope that answers your question. PilotRyanMedia.com, click BitGo Hobby. Bookmark that PilotRyanMedia.com. Do it. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all about your skill, dude. If you need the helps that the Viper gives you, then that's probably the best choice for you. If you got the skills to pay the bills, though, then F-35 it, baby. A lot of people seem to like toning down the throws on that, but that's really kind of par for the course on a lot of the servos throw so large on a lot of that stuff that toning it down, making the book low rates, the high rates seems to usually be good practice. Oh, man. Pat Moore wants to know what will be the Blue Angel's new aircraft. I have no idea. F-35 is a 6-channel jet. Yep. Is that a question? It doesn't have flaps, so no, it doesn't need to be. Dave's RC, who's your new football team for the Super Bowl? Yeah, Flying Fortress. No sweat. House blend. Yeah. Listen, man. I mean, if you, David, not to call you out, but if you hope that if you crash the F-35, Motion RC will hook you up like Horizon, I would say the only reason anybody should hook anybody up is if it's like unexplainable malfunction of components or defect. If you just aren't ready to be flying the thing and you crash it, nobody owes anybody a replacement on that. We got to be accountable for the decisions we make. I think, I mean, honestly, the Viper looks a lot better to me now for you. You know what I mean? If that's a worry or concern, I would step back maybe. I don't know. You know best. Model jet juggernaut. Ryan, what jet do you want to see next from Free Wing or E-flite? Oh man, I'd kind of there's so many. I kind of do. Eurofighter coming back keeps coming to the surface of my brain, but right now I just can't wait to fly the T-33. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see how that feels and land it. I like seeing what they want, what they want from me to land it. It's a good looker. It really is. Super Hornets. Oh yeah, Callie can do whatever you want, Wild Bill. She's done a ton for me, customs. Tons. For years now. When I was getting magazine models that came just white foam and I had to pick schemes out, she was my one. Right? Eurofighter, let's bring it up to snuff, right? Because the Eurofighter as an EPS jet is still sought after. Even though it's old tech because of the EPS, it's a neat bird. And if the EPS version were still around, people would snatch it up. Guys that like that jet are will snatch up anyone that becomes available. So I wouldn't even say version 2, version 3. Let's just go new Eurofighter, canards, EPO, modern day technology, no matter who does it, would be a smash. It would be a smash. B-1B bomber, says Paul McNeil. I gotta look and see what that is. B-1B bomber. Let's see one. I'm sure I've seen one. There's a lot of oddballs. Oh. Man, I got to be honest with you. It doesn't do a dang thing for me to look at. You know what I mean? That looks like the kind of thing they just, I'm sorry, I'm going to make people mad. But, I mean, it's definitely sexy, and I'm sure it did a job. The wing sweep, huh? But it looks like a high aspect ratio, super high flying aircraft that for us who have to model them and run a racetrack, it's not going to be as much fun. The fun may not match as cool as it looks. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. It's definitely neat looking. I don't think it's popular material, though, unfortunately. But what do I know? I think there's some other kind of oddball stuff like this, a little more vintage, that would be better received than this one, but just guessing. All right. Yep, folding wings, which make it expensive. I was going to do an F-14, and I got rid of it. Jeremy Sean says, tell Freewing to make a Eurofighter. Hey, Freewing, make a Eurofighter. There you go. Oh, man. Yeah, Eurofighters are neat. I had no experience with Deltas when I flew the one years ago, and it was really neat. And learning a few things since then, I would really like to have my hands on a Eurofighter again. And I think, here's my thing. Some jets make them to be fast as heck. And other jets make them to be light and stable. Fast is cool, but I know with the Eurofighter, I want to be able to throw it around, do some crazy stuff, but be able to savor it. I don't want it to be so heavy that I got to keep it moving so fast I don't get to enjoy it, because it's neat. You ought to be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it and not a mile away. You know, give it to me, keep it light, you know. And it doesn't have to be light. It can be lightly loaded. I mean, a bigger EPO Eurofighter is going to be heavier than the old one. But if it's bigger, that weight doesn't matter because it's about the wing loading, not the overall. So flight character is going to benefit on the wing loading being lighter. So let's do it. Yeah. That son of a gun been old tech for a long time. But, man, if I had to pick between a Eurofighter and a Mirage coming back, making the rounds, I mean, the Mirage is in the bag. It's done. It's EPO already, you know. But, man, a lot of people canardly wait for a Eurofighter version, whatever, to come out. I agree. It's sad. It's too bad. Michael Fitzgerald says a Gripen would fly better in RC form than a Eurofighter. Could be. So many weird ones out there, y'all. Paul McNeil, 100%. Yeah. Like the only one worth having. Motion RC, do they offer an F-14 with swing wings? Yeah. Yeah. Free wing makes it. It's super dope. I need a longer runway really to want to do one. I was gonna do one, and like I said, I traded it away. But yeah, they totally do. It's dope. It's yeah, twin 80s. It's really the only one. All right, I hear this gripping stuff all the time. Griping, gripping. Everybody wants to tell you how to say stuff too. I'm surly this week, man. Oh yeah, I mean, it looks just like a Eurofighter. Shoot. Yeah, that's hot. Reminds me of a J10, kinda. Yeah, the gripping's cool, man. Just one nozzle. Schmeezel schmozzle. Hassenpfeffer Incorporated. Is that what they say? I wanted the F-14. That's what I mean, guys. I want some stuff just for landing. I want the F-14 for full span flaps and wings out landings. That's what I want it for. That's it. Dude, the 12 blade end runners. What about the 9s? I mean, if it's about flight time, that'd be sweet. Don Willman, you'll enjoy the Marlin. It's the gateway drug to EDFs. There's a bunch of good EDFs, but if 4S is what it takes to get someone in it, that's a good one. Drew Kerrigan would love to see a Horton 229. Avro Aero. I looked one of those up the other day. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's always a trade-off. For me, flight time is as important as anything, but it is definitely nice when something has some grunt, you know. I want to fly one of those. Whoa. The Avro Aero, that's interesting. And even though it's like a Delta, like in almost every sense of the word, it still doesn't look like it would high alpha worth a damn. And it looks like a flight test kit. I do like the RCAF, you know, Maple Leaf and stuff. And it's high wing, so it's going to be very stable. It looks very, very basic, but it's cool. It's neat. It really looks like, man. The landing gear are really long because of where they're at. Oh my gosh, what plane made me the most nervous to fly? Man. I mean, always the most recent one, kind of, but I've been nervous about Spitfires a couple times, but for no reason. 109s for good reason. The Eurofighter made me nervous, but that was a while back, you know. Things that maybe gave us trouble before, you know, kind of were nerve-wracking. The A-10 was kind of spooky because it was really big, you know, when we did the free wing one. And I got to tell you, I mean, we were always doing like early workups. So you can't fix it if you screw it up, and the camera's rolling and stuff. So I think the big A-10, you know, initially was probably pretty nerve-wracking, and I mean, it's expensive, you know. And then the Eurofighter, the Hawk on the Road. That Hawk on the Road made me nervous. Mike SSI. Which Hawk, man? Oh, the T-45. Yeah, it was like a road into a school. and we had never flown there before. That was pretty bad. It was not a good day on the wind. F-104. I didn't fly the F-104, but that would have been one that did make me nervous. 1600 millimeter Corsair didn't make me nervous. It just pissed me off because I had the damn ailerons reversed on. I couldn't wait to fly that some gun. Super cold. Rushing it, wanting to get it done. Yeah, the Mirage was a handful until I got it tamed. Yeah, but it was small-ish. It's fast. It's fast. Huh. Yeah, the more they cost, the more nervous. And then if you look at it and you think the F-104, I have never flown an F-104. But I've done some Morgan Freeman style voiceovers though in my time. If it's the one I think it is, it was actually, can I say? James, you in here? Well, we can say, right? Colin's flown a turbine, not to be confused with the turbine F-104, because if you say turbine, everybody wants to correct you. Yep, that's what I was going to say. Tom Hunt was the guy on the sticks of the F-104. Yep. Drew Kerrigan, do you prefer ducted fans over props? No. Do I prefer props over ducted fans? No. Man, I just really love it all. I really do. That's why you see me have fun with all kinds of stuff. And I try to fly the plane to show you the limits, not like I'm a stress tester, but the plane for its purpose in a scale way, but also the limits, do some crazy stuff. And if I'm doing a beginner plane, I try to speak to that audience. But then I also will have some fun with it and show you what a skilled guy could do with it. If you're a guy who's training other dudes how to learn how to fly, or ladies, then when you're done with your session, you can, ring it out or side slip at this or knife edge at that and have some fun. So I like to see, I kind of show everything. And I have fun with them all. F-117, yeah. In the F-111, something that's really awesome as well. Jeremy Sean, you like my F-18 video? The one where I skip it, or the one from Muncie? Well, you didn't ask me what my favorite plan was, right? You asked me if I liked ducted fans over props. Man, I knew you would say that. Come on, there has to be one. The Mustang behind you on 6S or the F-22 90 millimeter? I don't know. I mean, I'm not playing that game. Thank you, Model Jet Juggernaut. The one you skipped, yeah, in Texas, that was awesome. I mean, really, yeah, the new one is always my favorite at the time. And I mean, I'm loving the SU-30 and I'm loving the Mustang, and I'm going to love the T-33. And I haven't flown the airliner yet. I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to enjoy if I get to fly the flight test Widgeon. The new thing I fly, that's a civilian deal coming soon. I'm going to enjoy. So I can't pick a favorite. I mean, I would be lying if I said one, because I'm The reason I fly at all is because of warbirds. Growing up around warbirds and air shows and things like that, that will never go away. You know what I mean? Drew Kerrigan, man, you guys, I should be in politics the way I have to answer you guys on these questions. What? Oh my gosh, Model Jet Juggernaut, I finally got what you were saying. Yeah, during the Hobby Zone the Champ tutorials, Mike's got a jet in the background. Yeah. SU-30 over the Freewing F-22. Which one flies better? You know my homie's in the chat, right? Ryan, you need to get into helis as well. Not going to happen. Sorry, not to be insulting. It's just so not a thing I'm interested in. When I buy drones, they stay in the package. I never get them out. If you fly off grass, the F-22. If you the F-20, they both fly really great and share similar character. The F-22 feels lighter, and maybe quicker on roll rates and response and things like that. The SU-30 though is capable and very neat. It's very neat. It's very locked in. You know, it's grooving where you got to get it out of the groove to do what you want to do. Kind of compared to that 22. I think they're both fantastic. I think if you're into this stuff like a lot of us, you got to figure out how to get your hands on the sticks of both. I have them both, and I'm going to keep them both. So there you go on that one. Yeah, and I really don't mean to be rude, man. And if you told me a couple years ago I'd be driving trucks and having a really good time, I would have thought you were crazy too. But I just don't have the desire. Hey, Ryan, I have the Red Tail P-51. How does the E-flite P-51 compare in flight? I mean, they're both P-51s that are almost similar in size. The new one's going to be faster on 6S. That's what it comes, you know, as a 6S plane that is a little more substantial, a little heavier, but both are really good planes. I think this one's more durable, and they've taken notes from all those Mustangs of the past to deliver to us now what's the best one on the market. But there's a tremendous amount of joy can be had from those other 4S ones too. You guys obviously you got to do what's right for you, and it's no one's forcing us. We get to make our own choices about what we choose to buy to enjoy. Hobbyist Garage 120. The Freewing F5 Tiger is actually an awesome little jet. It is very fast. And, you know, the landing gear are really short, which makes it super durable. I was going to say tough, but I don't mean tough like difficulty level. I mean durable, rugged. My only thing with the F5 is I wish it was bigger, but it was a lot of fun. Yep. Yeah. And it's that Corsair is the Corsair, James. The flight, I have one. It's the best Corsair. The Flightline 1600 millimeter Corsair is the best Corsair. If you're not a 6S guy, though, that may not be the best one for you. If you want the best one on the market, that's foam. That's the one. If you want the best 4S Corsair, you got to look at that from S1 or the E-flite 1200 millimeter one and run it on 4S is dope. Dynam has a big 50-inch one that folks actually really like. The dihedral's more right on the Dyna one than the big FMS one, but the smaller 1200 one at E-flite's awesome. But the biggest, caught up with modern innovation is the Flightline all day long. All day long. Huh, nice. Yeah, Joe, the Mustang, you into the 1500 millimeter Mustang? Cool, man. I missed some stuff. Drew Kerrigan. You know, the F5 may need a little bit of trim, you know, on the flaps. Make sure your stab is right if it's doing those kinds of things. A little tiny, just it doesn't. You ever watch a plane in the air and dig on the control surfaces? They do not move very much to make things happen. So any little bit that there's a discrepancy, you may have some issues. Mike and I, ripped our gear door off the nose of our F5s after the first session with them. We were out a day, filmed them up a bunch, and flew amazing. And I really noticed some crazy stuff happening on landings, and I just thought it was me. And then I got to thinking about it, and I watched the videos back as I was putting them together, and I was like, man, it's that gear door off the front. So we ripped them off and really dialed in its character, kind of. Hangar 51 is the AT6 Texan you grew up in the back seat, still in the family, and any plans for it in the future? It's still in the family as far as I know. My uncle's the guy handling all that stuff. And, I mean, you got to know, listen, I don't have my pilot's license. I don't have a Cessna, so I'm not stepping to a T6. I mean, it'd kill you if you don't know what you're doing. And I just don't, I mean, guys, I can barely get out and fly these things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what's up with it. My family's totally weird. They're all, I mean, very, independent, let's say. Chris Aida, what's going on, man? Yeah, James, that box for the airliner, it's amazing when it comes out. James, what did that equate to? Da-da-da. David Wilson, need to find some softer tires for the Mustang. All videos show very bouncy landings. That could be, you know, I think also too, if somebody really wanted to take struts apart and things like that, as long as the spring tension in the struts is enough to make them extend at neutral, the rest you don't need. You just need enough to make them extend positively so they fit in their wheel wells without impedance. Just kick them out. Remove. You don't. Some of these guys you don't need 300 seconds for. Get them out. Jeez Louise. Thanks, guys, for being on top of it. What an ass. Here's the other cheek. I feel so sorry for you that you got to come into a community chat and say some outlandish, ridiculous stuff like that. And if that's what you do, that's wonderful. But no one cares to hear about it. Thank you very much. Wish you the best. Keep that stuff out of here. Jeez Louise. No problems, Drew. One more question. Out of all the FMS and Freewing P-51s, what would you rate the new one behind you? P-51s. Would you rate the new one behind you as the best foam Mustang you have ever flown? Yeah, easily. Easily. We've been talking about the differences a lot. On look, you know what? When the Freewing 1410 millimeter Mustang was out and the 1450 FMS Mustang was out, I was still working as a social media video dude at Motion, and we sold both of those items. We constantly got asked, you know, which one is the best or which one's right for me. And most everybody, I think, really got to be in where they're going to ask you, what kind of surface are you flying from? I think that's the main difference. So the Freewing one looked really great. Obviously, too, it had a sound system option or not. There's a tad smaller, but looked really good. Had this aluminum mill strut work and bigger tires. But the bigger tires and the beefier struts did not equate to a better handling on the grass. And it was simply because the battery was at the very top of the fuselage behind the spinner, way up high, nose over territory. The lid was right above the stubs for the exhaust, you know, and the battery sits right up on top as far forward as it could be. It was a nose and over beast. In the grass, it was very hard to keep it from nosing over. Where the FMS one, just like this one, it sits down deep in the fuselage here, you know, instead of, I mean, I'm not kidding you. It was right here, and your battery for the sound stuff was up in here too. And then this one, the battery is here. So think about the fulcrum effect and the differences with that. So the FMS one was always the better choice for guys who were flying off of grass. And that's just the way we answered everybody, you know. At Motion, they still do it this way. It's the right answer. Not the answer that you want to give or the product you want to sell, but the right answer for that person's situation. I think that's what a lot of folks do now. That's it. That's it. So right now, besides this one, the only other 6S Mustang is the 1700, and it probably is due for some modernization. But those are still around too. Yeah, I'm still driving RC trucks. Me and my kid were at an indoor racetrack tonight having a blast driving stuff. Bill Surratt, see you later. Thanks for coming by, man. We're 2 hours. I'm saying 2.5 hours tonight. I'll cut it. Harvard. Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm familiar with flight chops. I love it that he's done all that stuff with the Harvard. And this guy knows how to fly. And every time he gets steps towards that Harvard, the fear and respect he has for that plane, that plane kills me. It's palpable. You can taste it. You can taste it. Get this son of a bitch out of here, man. Is he still causing trouble? Drew, man, appreciate you, man. Thanks for that. I mean, man, the reason guys give, we want the best. We want folks to be successful because we're nice guys, and we want folks to come back. We want them to have a good time with the hobby. So, I mean, the hobby, when we all do better, the hobby does better. It's just good personal practice in anything in your life to just be want the best for folks, whether it's flying a plane or living their life. I am so friendly to everybody. You know, I'm on the road a lot. I'm hitting restaurants, I'm hitting coffee shops. I am always so friendly. And if something gets screwed up, they will apologize profusely. It's like, man, it's okay. I'm so glad you're working instead of just sucking off the dole that I would hug you if it was appropriate. I love people who get out there and get things done. E-flite F-18, you guys, come on, man. Okay, Jeremy Sean, E-flite F-18 versus Freewing F-18. I fly on grass. Which one? The 90 wins. I mean, they're both awesome. I have them both. I actually have the 70 millimeter as well. But like, seriously, discerning. A lot of us want to make the best decision for our situation. So some people's situation is different, and sometimes their opinion is a little bit too much their opinion. What they're giving you for advice is their opinion instead of what's good for you. So I love these kind of questions, y'all, because I can roll with them. The 90 is going to win on grass. I mean, just look at the gear. Both are cool jets. I have them both. I'm glad to have them both. But if I'm stuck on grass, the 90 wins. Flying Fortress. Yeah, man. I mean, our videos are still over there helping out, selling some planes, holding down some products. But yeah, we left a while back at this point. No problem for the wrench. Yeah, James, man. It's totally cool. Yeah, it wasn't in the cards for me to move, and it's cool. It's absolute. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be, man. I mean, they did the right thing getting James. They did the right thing when they asked me if I could do it, and I couldn't do it. And I did the right thing staying here for my people. If I was selfish, I'd have went. But it was is what it is, man. And it's all right. And I'm a believer, y'all. And I'm not trying to take it down that road, but when you keep your maker involved in the decisions you make, you're always easily able to trust the outcome of whatever. It ain't in my hands. There's always a plan, and it very rarely is it mine. But when you, I think, do those things right, you land on your feet. Whoa, man, great times. I loved working with you, James. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, man. I mean, I put myself out there. I hear it, but I want y'all to know what to expect. I'm not perfect, right? So yeah, bounce a few. Well, you better practice too then. David Wilson. James is posting links up. Thanks, Shadow. 2,000 views. Yeah, check it out, Chris. It's cool, man. We had a good time. And yeah, my videos are still over there. I mean, a lot of guys don't know. Look, it was seamless. Y'all didn't even know. I mean, some of you didn't notice. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, man. JCB 67 started flying again this summer after 40 years. I'm 70, but really enjoy the discussions. Still having fun. Absolutely. Isn't that what it's about? People bring the world into it when they really ought to leave it out. Folks can get along and have fun and be kids again. Man, look, y'all working guys, right? You're putting in the time, you're supporting your families, you're doing that stuff. Listen, when you're born to this world, you didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for all these responsibilities, man, or to hear and deal with all the crap we got to deal with. When it comes to having fun, let yourself keep the BS out. I mean, and just on the approach with people, I don't mean just keep politics out of my chat or whatever, but yo, we can be respectful to each other. You guys are getting along fine here. I just, some of the crap people say in comment sections, I'm just like, yeah, oh my gosh, seriously, save that crap for Facebook or something. Flying Fortress RC. The Flightline B-24 is great. If you want a B-24, that's the only foamy one you're going to get. My silver B-24 video might still be up over there at Motion. And yeah, I mean, I liked it. I'm not a big bomber guy, but I had a fun time working it up because there wasn't any other ones. I love getting to do what I do. Yeah, it's a great, I mean, it's the only B-24 you're going to get out of foam. It's awesome. Super customizable. Let's see. David Wilson, see you later. Thanks a lot. Wow, 113 on the people and the likes. That's pretty cool. Okay, see you later, David Wilson. Yeah, James. I've always had your back too, man. Because folks will come at me like, man, the new guy this, new guy that. Like, hey, it's cool. He's got a job to do. It's all right. Dennis. Papa, thanks, man. Nick Kennedy shaking down the bomber. It's still in the box. Honestly, on the B-24, lean towards some tight iron aviation videos and discussion on the B-24 because it's a 4S bird, but it doesn't need to be. If there's one con I have on that B-24, it's very minor. Boy, it spins so fast that if you get a prop strike, you're not gonna. It may just, you may lose a motor because they're going so fast. You can either retard the throttle with your like trim or end points and stuff on your radio, or you can fly it on 3S instead of 4S and get along that way. Bobby's sick, man. Oh, Outdoor Corey, dude. Hey, that's cool. You still watch some of my old stuff there, but I've been check out the channel. I've been active. Yeah. Pilot Ryan Media is like a enterprise now. You get a security badge when you come over to the house and junk. Oh, Chris, Fifi. Yeah. I understand why no control. Huh. Yeah, Bobby's sick. Jody in Defiance, Ohio. Cool, man. Yep, he's sick. Oh, I got you. Dana Williams, I'm proof positive that the beauty of the hobby is not how good of a pilot you are. Honestly, y'all saw me learn. I mean, really, I got it so bad for the hobby, I started working in the business a year and a half into it. Magazine first, then video. Josh. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not the best pilot. I get along, but I can talk pretty good. I got a purty mouth. Thanks, Love RC. Yeah, B-29 would be sweet. Ha. Yeah, Outdoor Corey. Hey, check it out, man. We still got flight lessons on this channel. There's a playlist from way back in the day Mike and I did. Seems boring, but it's actually some good things to put into practice with a Hobby Zone champ. M Shag, what up? Where's Klakow at? Remember y'all? Klakow? Dude, learning all the time. The minute you think you know so much that you can't learn anymore, you've just shot yourself in the foot. Mitchell Farley, appreciate that, man. Yeah, good value. GB Linden, remember those champ videos? Yeah, man. I think me and GB started channels about the same time. Nice. Who's lurking? Guys, I said I was going to end it. Y'all know it's a lie. I have too much fun with y'all. I still got half a cup of cold coffee, too. That's wonderful, but I'm not sure you're going to get a captive audience about that here, you know? Jiminy Christmas. Come on. Klakow is right. FMS A10 making its way here. How are you getting along with it longer term, man? It's guys, every time I fly, y'all get to see it. It's always a new project. I look at it every show. It's sitting right over here. It's in fantastic shape. I haven't had it back out. James, wrenches are $100 for her, and you pay in advance, and you can drop a link to the video where you spike your husband's coffee with Juju money love applesauce. Flying Fortress RC, any thoughts on the FAA deal and how it could hurt the hobby we all love so much? They're all X-rated. No, not right now. I think we all need to do. We need to honestly take notes from the AMA. They're making. I haven't watched them yet, but I want to watch their videos on how they say to approach this. I think the biggest power move is when there's common voice or the message is echoed from many. So basically all on the same page kind of stuff. So I would lean on them in a way to see. They might be rattled by the FAA. I mean, look, business wants the airspace, so they're jamming it through. And for somebody to feel better about it, they need to put the screws on somebody else. Well, they don't need to mess with recreational hobbyists, you know? So they need to figure it out. And all this membership money needs to be there being as loud as these other guys. And work it out. That's what they're there for. It annoys me to death, like everybody else. Right, Colin? Yeah, the one thing I think we should do is not retreat into our shells, though. Look how loud the snowflakes can be and get their way. Just be loud. Unable to reason with, like the rest of them. Be loud. You ain't taking, you're not going to, you're from my cold dead hands kind of stuff. Keep doing what you do. Don't retreat. 3 or 4 years is before they say anything's going to shake down and happen anyway. And 3 months later, after they get resolution, somebody will screw it up and they'll be right back at it. It's like weather in Indiana. Wait long enough, it'll change. So don't retreat. Fly it in their face. Anyway, it makes me mad. What do you mean, Paul? Yeah, I think get our ducks in a row. But listen. I've said it before, it's federal crime to mess with a mailbox, but have you ever seen a mailbox police truck making sure no one's sticking flyers in the damn mailbox? Nope. It's going to be a fine or a slap on the wrist. Don't let it stop you. You know? We don't need to form a militia, but we can't give shit up to these folks. Yeah. Educated. Be able to have a conversation. Make your points. Yes. But don't retreat. Don't retreat. M-Shag, it 100% is. It's like written into who we are. The reason we have checks and balances is so when they need put in check, we can balance them right off the end of it. Man, golly, more of that business. Boom, bumbleclot. The hell. Burlich, 100%. 100%. Maybe we can get Caitlyn Jenner to talk about helicopters too. Because she used to fly them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Get on the same page, respectfully make our points, and then mind our own business. Yep. Michael Honeychuck, hang in there, man. What an idiot. Reported again. Thank you. We don't want any. Already got some. I don't know, Jeremy Sean. I don't know. It's crazy. We had a great indoor flying tonight with our club here in Defiance, and the club from Fort Wayne came over. Nice. Bender. Papa on a bender. My word. All right. Full moon. Parallax. I don't know, man. They can get it, I guess. This guy's probably a bot. What a bot. Hey, man, I know I'm going to spend a bunch of time setting this thing up to be completely ridiculous and a waste. Paige Farley, why do all the girls have to be creepy and gross? Paige Farley's fine. You don't need to mess with her. Takes one to know one, right, Paige? I was playing with you. Paige is 100% fine. Look at, she's a Farley. You don't have to mess with Paige. What part of the country are you in? I'm in Indiana. Healthy lime. Can I do a Sam Kinison impression? I wish I could. That'd be funny. Yeah, thanks, Shadow. Yeah, no, Paige is good. Outdoor Corey, there are so many good jets, and there's a pretty clear trajectory to success now, which is nice. Don Willman. Holy moly, don't start that one. Paige got a timeout, Mitchell. Take care of your woman. Take care of your lady. Guys, have you flown all your Christmas presents? Have you flown them? I want more time to fly. Outdoor Corey. I'm trying to. Are you like brand new back? You don't have any other planes right now? Is that what's up? Or you've got some? I can't remember, man. Are you flying anything at all right now, Outdoor Corey? Let's work on him for a minute. No worries, Edward and Gloria. It's okay. No problem. You got an itchy trigger finger. It's okay. It's all right. We're good. We're good. We're cool. Yeah, Paige is with us. She didn't say. I saw it too. She didn't say nothing crazy, but with the way things been going, it could have been another, fake person. You know what, man? I'm more objective than any kind of lover, but I am for common sense. I will always be for common sense and what's best for the country. Sometimes your best option isn't your favorite option, but it's better than the alternative. Let's just say it like that. Man, holy full moon, Batman. Pre-order now. So where are we at with my boy? Outdoor Corey. What I miss? It'll be a while for jets. Okay. Well, since it'll be a while for jets, man, I really think the 70 millimeter E-flite F-16 is super dope. There's a 4S F-16 that it's cool, but I really think you need to be kind of have some chops to get along with it. You know what I mean? Um, and we don't ever answer questions like that to be condescending. We just want success for folks. And some stuff, it is better when it's bigger, and got AS3X and things like that. Free Wing has 70 millimeter F-16s as well, but you'll be on your own to put receivers in them and stabilization if you want it. Got it. It's crazy. It's crazy. tonight. Jeez Louise. Fun. Got nothing better to do but be complete assholes. How far are you from Fort Wayne? I'm not going to tell with all these turkeys around here tonight. Mikey B wants that meteor. Can't wait to see your flight review of that. I'm hovering over that button. Hovering over that button. Us Aussies love the old British jets. Trolls everywhere. Man, Paige Farley, thanks. Yeah, Paige. We'd time you out again if you keep coming back like that. No, appreciate you. Thanks so much. Monkey hobby. What? Rick says, good night, all. I will leave my thumbs up at the door. Masses Belts, what's up? What's going on? Yep, great sport. Yeah, Hanger 51. She's fine, man. Dude, the Farley clan reps hard. Not worried about those folks. RC flyby the Waco can knife edge like no other airplane. Yeah, man. Why do the 90 millimeter jets seem to be going away? Seem to be going to 80 millimeter fans more. I don't know. I guess I hadn't noticed that. Yeah, Colin. Do they make any foamy jets or electric jets? Or are they all like built up or whatnot? Colin. I saw you sent me something too. I'll check that out later. I have not kept up much today with social. We were busy, me and my boy, and then we went and bashed trucks for a while. At a real cool hobby shop. Holy moly. Mitchell, is that you? You little son of a gun. Thanks, man. You guys are the best. Golly. Farley clan does represent. No, they're called Top RC. They could be a really big electric jet. Whoa, 97-inch long F-16. Holy moly. I don't think 6S is enough power for 90 millimeters. I mean, I think they are. It's been proved time and again. Now, you folks can always spunk them up. Make them 8S and things like that. Ryan, have you scratch built a plane before? I actually have. When I was brand new to the hobby, my first couple planes were complete garbage. 90% pre-assembled, perfect for beginner, banana hobby, 27 megahertz, 31-inch P-47s. So after I killed the first one, I took all the guts out of it and made a couple blue board planes and used like cardboard, but corrugated plastic for wings and tail feathers and such, and then shaped the blue foam for, the fuselage. That's it. But warbirds are were definitely why I was getting into RC airplanes. So I wanted something that looked like one, So the minute I could, start doing, foamies, I went for it. Back then we didn't have kids. I was carrying mail and my wife was admin at school system. We were stacking it back and I was buying planes all the time. Kits. Back then they were like GWS slope kits or no power system kits. And you'd source your own motor and all that kind of stuff, and then pick a paint scheme, glue the fuse halves together, do all that, and then you'd have a plane. And the landing gear were always junk, so they were belly landers. Otherwise, they were like this cool-looking warbird on coat hanger struts. First retract electric foamies I had a servo, drive in the retracts. But yeah, scratch built a couple times. They look like a corn cob, but it flew okay. Calibrate your ESC too, and make sure your batteries are up to snuff if you feel like they're underpowered, because I feel like they get up, man. Brian, we were talking about that earlier. It you know, everything runs its course. It was just time to go. It didn't work out. I was looking at moving to Georgia, and it just didn't work out. So I didn't go, but I still do the same thing. I just do it over here, and I still I fly. I get to fly everything now, which is really wonderful. You know what I mean? Mitchell, that'd be cool. Yeah, there'll be something like that really does it. GWS Formosa. I think they had two different sizes of that Formosa, didn't they? Formosa. Wasn't that kind of like if I remember right, was it kind of like a pattern plane? I think it might have been. Yeah, dude. I mean, GWS was where it was at. There was a couple places that I got all my equipment from back then. I don't know if he's still in business, but Heads Up RC was great because you get ESCs and motors, and he would do prop combinations with the motors and the batteries you were using, and you could get an idea of amp draw and all that stuff to know if the things you were choosing were right for that airplane, because there weren't, I mean, we were just coming off of, anything ready to fly. There wasn't Binafly yet. Anything ready to fly was like brushed, and gearboxes and things like that. And then it was going to brushless and lipo kind of all at the same time. And I got in right when electrics were going from brushed gearboxes to brushless, and also battery tech was going nickel metal to lipo, right on the precipice. I had that stuff, and then new releases were coming out, brushless and things like that. And I converted planes into brushless, and so I would have these little planes that were made to get along on the gearbox and a nickel metal and sucked, upgraded into brushless, but I didn't really know necessarily what I was doing at the beginning, and I overpropped them all the time, and they were wicked fast. And before I learned, I just torque them over. You're hand launching them, torque them over. And so eventually figure that out. But see you later, hillbillies. Thanks for coming by. I feel bad for keeping folks so long sometimes. GWS is coming back, Jeff? All right, Josh. Thanks for coming over, man. Yeah, 3S2100 was, and they were expensive. Thunder Power. It's like, what? Yep, Alan, that's right. I don't remember the Kokum packs. Dude's got a new in-box Formosa. Whoa. Pilot Robert, what up? Tony Hahn, what's going on? What are you working on Facebook, man? I can't remember, but I liked it. Oh, it was an old school bird. It was like a balsa covered up bird. What? Mark Z, what's up? Yeah, everybody say hi to Pilot Robert. What's up, man? Yeah, see, man, he always pops in when I'm fitting to be splitting, and then we stay some more because I don't want to go. Pilot Robert, what's up, man? You see that Mustang, Broseph? Oh, What's this? Hey? Yeah, Tony, what you were working on? Yeah, my eyes been heavy. See you later. Oh my gosh, get James. Time that cat out of here. Thanks for coming over. See ya. You guys, man, check out the Motion live stream Fridays, man, if you can, at lunchtime, 12 Eastern. Always exists as a replay later, I'm sure, after that. 25-year-old Goldberg Eagle. Nice. In a sippy cup. Nice. Well, Bill, see you later, man. You out of here too? See ya. Yeah, Paige. Jeez Louise. That's what I'm going to do so my wife doesn't leave me. 78-inch Spitfire. Holy moly. That thing looks nice. So does that Focke-Wulf. Jeez Louise. Marshall, don't start it. Don't start it. All right, man. Last minute. I say that all the time. Last minute stuff, y'all. Throw it at me. Ask me questions. Not FAA. Not Java Juice. George Watts' first plane was a Carl Goldberg Eagle 63, says Tony. Guys, too, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, do it. I'm not perfect, but I try to do it every week. Yeah, GB. You guys, look, man, you're going to buy it anyway. Take an extra click, go to Pilot Ryan Media and click your favorite branded icons, all right? It super helps. It's really cool. Yeah, Brian, I think those things are just around the corner. I can't say, I don't know, but I'd be very surprised if there were not bigger Avion ESCs from Spectrum coming around the corner. I would like to get one, like 130s, 150s, 160s for some jets, because I'd like, man, especially on jets where the flight time would always be nice to get a little more out of, right? David Martin Graff, thank you so much for that. I just so look forward to it. Good work tonight. Thanks for your dedication. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Always glad to see you. I recognize all y'all who come back and keep coming. I really appreciate it. It's neat. George Watts, on the shakedown, there is a grass takeoff and landing, but I'd be glad to fly it off of grass some more. Honestly, I look better if I fly it off of grass, Tail draggers tame down a little bit. Some of the things that make them, the ground loop and some of these things are a little easier to contend with, man, in the grass. Honestly, you look better in the grass. You don't have a rollout to fight either because it stops you quicker. You know what? I think it's going to be next Saturday, Mikey B, with the Hobby Zone release. I'm not sure. It's supposed to show up on Monday. So it really depends on how they want to proceed. Air Marshal, what am I talking about? Yeah, man. Best wishes to you for sure, Robert. What am I missing? Truth still matters. On grass, tail draggers are pretty sweet. I haven't flown the Cirrus, so it's hard for me to say. I've seen the Valiant operate, and also it's received glowing recommendations from guys I trust their opinion, for the most part. So, I think the Valiant's probably good. I think a lot of times tricycle gear on grass you're going to end up messing with your nose gear, you know. Aces High, what's up? Yeah, man. Fred Barron, appreciate you. Always a great show on time, Ryan. Thanks for what you do. Fred Barron, thanks for what you do, man. Thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate you. I still see you. My opinions on the new iX20. I would like to have one, is my number first opinion. It's more than I need, so I won't endeavor to get one unless I get the opportunity to present one. It's nice. It's definitely superior to the iX12, just due to the speed at which it can operate. It looks like, you know what I mean. Dude, I mean, you can't. You just can't do wrong with these guys. You know, I have a Futaba as well. I will always have a Spectrum radio to take advantage of the offerings from Horizon. It's like, I mean, it's just a matter of course. So yeah, I'm not really a high tech guy, but I get the opportunity to have to throw myself in that arena. Like when I've done gyro tutorials and things, like, man, I mean, honestly, I would probably just not go there. But my position puts me in a place where I get to learn and show off things that actually probably are out of my comfort zone. And I learn a lot because of it. Son Goku, this YouTube channel is 100% about community having a good, respectable time with each other, talking about RC airplanes, which is radio control aviation, jets, prop planes, civilian planes, just sharing a passion for having a good time with a toy that's definitely magical. Anything that can fly and come down successfully under your control, it's pretty special. And a lot of us like RC trucks and helicopters and things like that. But boy, there's something magical about these airplanes, and it keeps us all here together. We have a lot of flight videos on this YouTube channel, as well as this is show number 76. We've done 76 weeks in a row of a live stream called Pilot's Lounge, where that's exactly what we do. We just hang out and talk about airplanes, new releases, things like that. I'm fortunate enough to have a community around me that companies enjoy sending me products to show first, even make announcements with, and time with official releases, which is just super cool. So that's what we do over here. Best hobby ever, for sure, dude. Uh-oh, Dennis Farley needs timed out. What'd he do? I was kidding. That's what we do. Did I answer it good, Mr. Goku? This channel is about everybody who's new to it dropping 50 bones and getting a wrench. I was kidding. You're nice, Shelby. Your name is so cool, dude. Shelby Sealback. Alliteration is awesome. Ryan Ramsey. You know what I mean? It is hard to keep up, but it's like so fun. What? Brian may fly a glider across the English Channel. That's cool. George, absolutely right. Great channel and community. Awesome. Yes, for sure, Shadow Ops. Keep us posted via Facebook and wherever. Mom's a Mustang lover. Does she know somebody that spent time in one? Dad or brother, uncle, something? Mustangs are amazing. I listen, I love it all, but the North American aviation stuff, because they do the T6, you know, Harvard, there's a little bit of extra for me with their products. She's had several Mustangs. She fly? That's cool. They're neat. You know, they'll never make a model with the true laminar. Oh, Ford Mustang got you. Nice. They'll never make us a model with the true laminar airflow. I love you called it a Harvard. That's what it is to me, man. I mean, it's got a lot of names, right? Texan, SNJ, Harvard, but it's always been a Harvard for me. Big yellow. I love it. I got two of them. I made completely custom off a free wing one and an E-flite one. First car was a Mustang. Yeah, man. Thoroughbred. No problem, Mikey B. This is it, my friend. Sunday morning coffee time. I wish you all great Sunday and happy landings. Big salute from Slovenia to you, Ryan, and all RC lovers here. Thanks, man. Hey, Robert, what you think about do you see my Mustang videos? Hey, the good, the bad, the ugly. What about that? Leave it in. Bounce it. Let's go. The Harvard is British, but man, you know, Commonwealth, RCAF, Canadian Air Force. Yeah, British Commonwealth. You know, we all learn from each other, man. We do. Yeah, guys, if you don't know Robert, you gotta get in on that channel. If you guys like guys who love this hobby, you know, you guys all know who Robert is. But if you don't, make it happen. Thanks, Lee. I'll check it out. Alan Gentry, man, appreciate you. So, man, was he flying the B-17s before escorts? Or, you know, after or both? Yeah, dude, your free wing P-51 is tough to handle on the ground. All, you know, tail draggers are always going to fight the ground loop, but the free wing P-51, my best advice for you on that is figure out putting that battery lower if you can. I forget what it's like exactly inside, but if you can get that battery down lower, it's way up top, man. That doesn't help you because it makes the tail even lighter. We're away. Yeah. See you later, David. Bring this 70. Good night, y'all. Good night. See you later, Truth. Man, that guy ever answer me on the B-17 pilot? Alan Gentry. Yeah. Is he gone, man? I want to know. Because how amazing. I mean, first of all, his dad must have made it back, right? I mean, because he's got his kids in here. Wow, I wonder if he told you the stories, man. I bet some guys have a hard time talking about things they saw. What a job. 2211. Paul McNeil, yeah, I've flown I still think my video's up on the B-24. I did the silver B-24 at Motion. I don't know if that video is still up, but I made one. Yeah, if you're into B-24s, it's definitely worth buying. So it's a good bird. And you can get suspension struts for it, as well as change the tire out on the front if you want. Oh, man, I kind of wanted to know about that Allen guy. Both. Man. I think, isn't that the craziest thing? I mean, you've got Doolittle and Hap Arnold, I think, to thank for maybe some others to thank for escorts finally happening for those guys. I mean, just What a deal. Big lumbering sitting ducks. I mean, just God bless your dad, man. Brian McClarty, loved your programming video on this new Mustang. Helpful. Would love to see your Spectrum setups for download on your website for us. Just an idea. Man, I'm going by the book, so you can get my setups from Spectrum. Really, I'm setting them up by the book. What I did on that Mustang, I set it up exactly by the book. 30 missions, man. Wow. Whoa. Nick Kennedy, I have definitely used Cali Graphics. Yep. Starting years ago for magazine stuff. I probably have seen some Essential RC videos on YouTube. What is that the kind of tall bloke with bald headed but tall? Yeah, I think I have. Big channel, does some Banggood stuff, some Hobby King stuff. A little bit of everything, I think. Real nice camera. Looks like it's probably 4K kind of stuff. Both, man. That's crazy. All right, I keep saying it's time. 4 minutes. That's it. 4 minutes. I don't watch as much videos as you think. I go through phases, you know. I watch what I want to learn. So when I'm shopping a camera, I watch camera videos. When I'm recently getting into trucks, I've been watching truck videos and truck channels. And then I watch how to do YouTube better channels and how to improve your reach on social channels and how to get started in affiliate marketing so you can not rely on ad revenue to, support your hobby. We've heard that one before. I know. I'm going to try to stick to it. It's so much fun. It's too bad Bobby's sick, though, I got to say. Does Big collab? What are we talking about? That's what he said. Did he say 4 minutes or 4 a.m.? Shadow Ops, man. I don't think so, dude. I'm all right. Well, I like electrics, you guys. It's okay. It's okay. I like electrics. It's okay. Plastic aviator in the house. What's that 4 a.m. he hopes? Holy moly, y'all. I'm whipped. Michael, what's up? It's been a big week. A lot of editing, a lot of release stuff, a lot of hype, a lot of kind of stress in a fun way, We're just getting started. Holy moly. No way. There's still 90 folks in here, which is just crazy. How many subs do you think I got since those Mustang releases? Ryan must drive a Chevy Volt. No, man. I'm not that kind of electric guy, but I came in on planes at the electrics, going from nickel metal to lipo and from gearboxes to direct drive brushless. Lee Davidson, that'd be sweet. No, I think it's like last night was fun. 92 people think I should keep going. 92 times 5. What's that? 92 times 5. I know, right? Look at that son of a gun. Look at it. Just look at it. I think it's 220, you guys, which is neat. It's super cool. Make it a marathon. Son of a gun. But the thing about the marathon is 200 and 35. Brian Chambers say, hey, you're funny. Thanks, man. You'll have a lot more by the end of the week. Yeah, man, I'm not even worried about it. You know, it's all about goals, right? So my goal is to continue to, unfortunately, have to remind folks if they're going to get it anyway, take that extra click. It's crazy. It's neat when those things work out and you see it stack. It's just amazing. Look, I put a lot of time into this. A lot of you guys do too. I get it. It's just click. You know what I mean? If you like a t-shirt, get a t-shirt. But when I hit 10,000, I'll be able to have the merchandise shelf under the, you know, videos and those kinds of things, which is kind of neat. So I like it. I like it. But yeah, so doing good things. And I need to save up and quit buying stuff. You know what I mean? I'm at the point almost where I really, it's not very often I got to grab a plane anymore. Oh my goodness. Brian, that's crazy. Shadow Ops, thanks, man, for coming by. YouTube loves me. Nick, I guess. Yeah. Lay it on me, man. You know, I the goal of 10K I thought would happen by spring. I think it might happen by February now, kinda, which is neat. But I want engaged people. That's the thing. 8359 is what it says right now. Lee Davidson tries to post every day, but the weather really stinks right now, man. It's a legacy later. Shadow, night shadow, 4321. Yeah, Mikey's ready to dip too. I know, it's that time. 90 of you. So yeah, what's in store for this week? Recovery. I know, Tony. Nice. Shadow's gonna have some videos next week. Check it out. Yeah, man. Dude, I got a Spitfire, I gotta fly. I got a P-61, I gotta fly. I got a Gloucester Meteor, I gotta fly. I got an F-15, I gotta get put together. I want to get the P-51 back out. I got a T-33 ready to go. Well, not ready, but it won't take long to get ready to go. I've got a surface vehicle completely blown apart that I want to actually video putting back together. You know, I want to build out a playlist on truck stuff too. Just put the Meteor up first. I'll remember you said that. 2027. I've done it before, it's just somewhere else, man. Must be terrible for me. Yeah, the Meteor, he says. I want to fly it. I'm actually really excited to. I want to get some big hard case 4S batteries for my trucks and stuff and run them in there too. I got some more smart batteries coming, but they're 6S. Adam 1985. I'll show you. It's the Hobby King one. And we're going to upgrade the ESC to an 80 amp smart ESC. And what I need is time. I don't need help. I got the energy. It's just spent on other stuff. I need time. I mean, the weird, crazy pipe dream is being like the world's first like full-time RC influencer, to be honest with you. That's why I've got all this stuff. I mean, it's amazing to have this opportunity right now where the potential is there. You're sitting on it. My live schedule, I do it every Saturday night, man. 76 in a row. Boom. Yeah. Fat chance. I do get rid of some of them when I'm done, but I mean, I don't make it a big public deal. Oh, Robert has more planes because I get rid of them. You know, a lot of times listen, man, it's not that long. I mean, you know, it took me a minute to get back up on my feet. This channel was dead for 5 years while I was running the motion channel. So planes turn into more planes. You know, you get a plane, you work it up, you sell a couple, and you can buy the next one. I mean, only recently have I been getting stuff from Horizon. '76 in a row machine. Sure, there's a like from Fury from that. Are the decals on the P-51 water slider stickers? I would say they're probably stickers. We didn't have to put them on. They come that way. Lee Davidson thinks he's watched all 76 shows. You poor guy. No, I appreciate you. A lot of guys have been at many of these. You gonna throw an AR620 receiver in there so you can pull smart telemetry too? I think I might. Colin says Jackson's the one who got you to come over. Yeah, I'm exhausted, but it's okay, Brian. I'm good. I'm gonna show the Spitfire. It's not all done. So that's the Hobby King Spitfire. It's just got a few little details that need to be done. It's a 1450 millimeter 6S 3-bladed Spitfire. And it's from Hobby King, and it's a Mike Kennedy project. We're going to be flying that for him, putting the smart equipment in it, and shipping it back. I have the 1600 millimeter one as well. The big dog, the Flightline one. And this one's going to fly neat, I think. Victor's never missed a show. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll go to bed in a minute. Yeah, man, never stopped RC, right? I mean, that's our guy, Discover RC. He says it right, man. Never stopped RC. People always ask me how I do it. You know, the editor at Model Aviation, Jay Smith, I've got a relationship with, you know, worked with him in the past. He called me the day the P-51 videos went out and stuff, and we're talking about how you do it kind of things. I'm like, man, except for the flying itself and capturing the video and doing the editing, once it's out there in YouTube land, these things allow you to have multiple email accounts, multiple social media accounts, multiple ways to connect with people and answer back. And we own a family business. I'm fairly independent. And so I am able to obsess over this hobby full time. Full time. Right? So that's kind of why it never stops. And it's where my heart's at and my head's at. So really, I can always sneak it in. Oh, Plastic Aviator. You'd love it. This guy, Plastic Aviator's got one of the killerest Instagrams on doing scale models, weathering, and oh man, they just all look really good. He's talking about doing the Spitfire. It's even got those panels on the flaps, those indicators that show you they're up or down or not. RC Stinger. So IC5, IC3, all of your blue EC3 and EC5 connectors work with them. No problem. No problem. So as long as the connectors work, you can fly whatever battery, as long as it's up to the task in whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, really, it's one of those things too. It's like it may limit some of the options that you get off of like onboard telemetry using like dumb batteries, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. They're not going to put themselves out of the market because they know everybody still has what they have. Yep. RC Stinger, all the smart stuff is backwards compatible with batteries that use EC5, EC3. You just don't get the telemetry. Okay. Yep. That's it. 3 minutes. I got to get a new hat, man. My Jetworks hat is just beat up, and I can't find my good one, which is really just about as bad as this one. I mean, it's just hideous. I need a haircut too. I mean, I'm just a mess right now. Yeah. It's not because I watch videos I don't get to fly. That's not it. Bobby works till 6 every day. It's wintertime. The sun is down, y'all. And I work 6 days a week. RC Strong, Alberto. So yeah, guys, if you haven't, sign up for the newsletter, pilotryanmedia.com. Bookmark Pilot Ryan Media. When you're going to go shopping, man, do it. We got the Amazon store there. GB's got an Amazon store too, man. When he's doing videos, click him. But we're on my show now, so pilotryanmedia.com, man. Bookmark it. When you want to get something at Horizon, click the Horizon link, man. Puts my tag on you. They know where the traffic is coming from. Not only is the commission neat, but the data points, how traffic is coming to them. They're an online retailer. It's hugely important. It's important to me as well. And those same things can be said for all the links, all the branded icons, right? When you click Hobby Zone, Arrows, E-flite, FMS, Horizon, my Amazon store, T-shirts, whatever, it's all super cool. I really, really appreciate it when you do that. All you miss out on is the battery temp and individual cell voltages. It still sends pack voltage. That's fantastic. Alberto Lite, thanks. Aussie Core Cats. Thank you, Randy. I do need my sunglasses. They're in the car, or I had to put them on an hour ago. George Watts, appreciate you. See you later. Hit the like button. Cigar. Boy, I'm already the horse. RC Strong indeed. GB Lennon, appreciate you, man. Mikey B says, see you later. Nick Kennedy, yeah, man. Bookmark it, because I know folks forget. Yeah, sun goes down really early, and then they screw with the clocks. Bledsoe, what the hell? Where you been? Always have a cigar for the streams. Man, I used to smoke. That's a tough one. You always kind of want to do it still, but it stinks. It's not worth the trouble. My wife makes such a fuss. It's just not worth it. Mikey B, thanks so much, man. What an honor to get to do the Stang release. I ain't gonna lie. I always think twice about leaving that stuff in there because it's what you're gonna get. But I think y'all appreciate it. Raven Rock, see you later, man. Good to have you. Go have some peanut butter. Dustin, man, a lot of you guys, I'll tell you what, man. I mean, so many of you guys I've talked to on the phone, right? You've had a question I just couldn't answer any other way. So I'll screw around and call you. You hit me on Messenger. I have that option sometimes. Randy, man, thanks, dude. You're a treasure. I'm so glad the turkeys have left. Bledsoe, my gosh, the trolls in here tonight. Holy smokes, I've never had anything like it before. Wow, Paul, that's cool. Yeah, I'm still live. I can't get out of here. I have too much fun with you guys. It is a hard habit to break, dude. But you can do it if you want to. I mean, you just have to want to. And it's still tough. But it can't be for anyone else. It won't work. If you do it for other folks, you gotta want to do it. Thanks. Enjoyed watching me struggle, but it was a crosswind. I wish I had more time to do this more. I'd perform better too. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys think it's BS, but whenever I get to fly, you all see it. It's not as much as I wish it was. That's why I got to obsess about it all week long with this thing, or do the show and talk about it. So now you get it, Ryan. What do you mean? What going live and being on? I've been being live and going on for a while. Just ordered a print retract. Oh, Mitchell, it was crazy. Thanks, Biohazard. Fred, wait a minute. Guys, please help me through transition from Super Chat, the pilot affiliation link. You don't mean pilotryanmedia.com. You know how to get there, Fred, right? War Buzzard, thanks, man. I hope you're well. 83, yep. Yeah, GB. Mikey B, appreciate you, man. Plastic Aviator, who's going live after Ryan? Jeez. Air Marshal is. I'm liable to stay on, y'all. I for a while still. I don't know. We put in a shift here. That's why I told Bob. When Bobby's here, we get something done because we work, dude. He works till 6. He's got dog responsibilities. They don't have kids, so they still like each other. They, do things. They're young, they're hanging out. When we're here, we try to get something done because there's things to do. But yeah, man, you guys are nice, so nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, War Buzzard, 1500 millimeter P-51, right here on this channel, man. Debuting the big guns. I mean, I've done some announcements for folks, but man, Horizon's warming up to Pilot Ryan. I like that. And I gotta tell you, it's nerve-wracking because I'm telling you, I'm sitting there in the editing. Plastic aviator, you want to buy aviator glasses like the one I wear, go to my Amazon store. They're on there. PilotRideMedia.com, click Amazon, man. Scroll through the store. I got shades. I got Ray-Bans on there. It was fun. Yeah, it's a great plane. Hey, Nick Kennedy, appreciate you, man. I've had guys tell me to get leather jackets too, man. I listen, if there was time, I would be doing it. Mitchell Farlow, we were happy for you, Ryan. Hard work pays off. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, I've heard people say overnight success is 10 years in the making, and I'm starting to like believe it. You know what I mean? I super on. Oh, but sitting there in the editing room, like, man, golly, dang it, that stinking bounce. But it's like perspective is like I've been around a second making videos. No, I'm not 100 years old or whatever, and I didn't start with sticks and stones. But man, I've been at this working on the marketing end as long as anyone you might know. So got in early, but I'm sitting there editing this stuff up, and I'm like, oh man, I hope they like it. I hope they like it. I hope it doesn't bother them. You know what I mean? But they came. They reached out to me after they had seen everything y'all have seen, shakedowns on the F-18 and the Havoc, Randy's favorite video. Oh, another one. Jeez. So yeah, a little bit nerve-wracking putting that stuff out there. You just wonder if it's gonna be okay. You hope it doesn't hurt them in any way. But man, they came at it's the real. So I guess we'll know next time if they liked it or not. You know what I mean? I guess we'll find out in the future. Here's the deal. I'm going to do this stuff anyway, hell or high water, I'm not going to miss out on new releases really, unless I'm just not into it. You're not going to see me buying the air taxi or whatever, usually. All right, Mikey B, get out of here. Thanks, man. Finish a Sunday sesh for a birthday. Hope you have a good weekend. Ryan, good show. Thank you. Can't wait to see more content. Good day. Thank you, man. I got you, Mikey B. Appreciate you coming over, man, and being a supporter. I appreciate you. Thanks, War Buzzard. They were pumped about the Havoc video, dude. You know what I mean? I bought it. I bought that thing, and then it bought it. And then it bought it. Hard. Yeah, man. Randy loves it. During a time where that thing was taking some heat, the fault was on me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it definitely was, Alberto. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, man, glad to have all you turkeys in the chat. Coming in, never seen you before, saying ridiculous things. Thanks for coming over. That's classy. Appreciate that. My word. Need to market the Pilot Ryan Havoc lawn dart game. You can get a set of 6 for $2,400 and a hula hoop. Let's go. 80 plus. War Buzzard, we've had 160 and stuff in here lately. It's nuts. It's funny. that it went in really hard, but it wasn't full blast. I think I was in the throttle though when it happened because I was in the middle of trying to recover, you know. I don't always put it in the ground, but when I do it Pilot Ryan style. Ryan flying with his hair. We don't get to see it much. What, no hat that day or something? So funny. I hate leaving. I hate it. I'm getting weak though, as they say. There's still dinner up there I got to deal with, but it's getting late now. All right, y'all. You know where to find me. I hate going. I hate going. It'll be a long day tomorrow if I don't. Oh my gosh. Check out your friends' chats. All right, guys. There's one every night of the week. You guys have a chat. Post your link up to your channel in here. You got a YouTube channel you want people to watch. Post the link up in here. The live chat will go away immediately after this video is done because it's got a process, but it'll be back the next day. Come by, check it out. Plastic Aviator, see you later. Hanger Rats are getting out of here. Yeah, man, I don't have the flu. Just a cold deal, not a bad deal. I'm all right. I'm all right. I pass out in between phone calls at work. It's no big deal. Yeah, man, load the nose up. I think it likes the nose weight on the Havoc. Yep. You guys, we're going to stay just a few minutes while guys post in what they do, their live streams. If you're dropping in your live stream time and your channel, do a few emojis ahead, like a couple fire emojis or something, okay? Yep, GB's stream, Jackson RC Aviation, Colin, they do a stream on Friday earlier in the afternoon. RC Air Marshals dropped his link. Hangar 51 is probably still in here. He'll drop his. Marshall on Monday, GB on Wednesday, Josh Weaver on Wednesday after Beaver. After GB Linden, what? Bledsoe on Tuesday. Yeah. Dave's RC when he feels like it on Friday. I do Saturday night. I own Saturday night. You can't have Saturday night. So, Michael Perry, yeah, man. I mean, if that stuff's not worthy of a subscribe, what is? Bringing it to you now. Learn how to do YouTube, trying to catch up. Watch the rest of the world, man. If you ever want to learn how to run social, watch the kids. They know what to do. They know what to do. And the ones who work are inspiring. I've learned a ton of stuff from millennials. The ones who hustle on social and get it done, I ain't too proud. Randy does some live shows as well. Yeah, Dave did tonight, I know. I missed it, though. I was gone. Bledsoe, I know exactly what you mean by that. Where are you out of, Bledsoe? You hillbilly high living in, like, where you at? I want to say Pennsylvania. Where are you at, Bledsoe? Because, man, I sure get what you're putting down in the tube deep. Check out some SU-30 videos, man, and whatever else he's got. It's always a good time. And he dives deep into a plane. He will work the bejeebies out of it. Randy, Air Marshal, talking about how spicy Randy's random live shows can be. Oklahoma, tell you what. Texas originally. Yeah, man. Texas is like my spirit animal. Somebody was talking about. Cool. All right, y'all. I promise this time. 5, 4. I'm tired. Y'all. I really am. Okay. See ya. You know where to find me. Do what you got to do. We're going to go shopping. Think of you know who. We're out here in 5. Hanging Rats forever. 3 later. I had to check that one out. You're too good to be forgotten. See you next time. Stick in monkey pants. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate your support. I really do. Thanks for watching the flight videos and stuff. Me and Bobby are having a good time. He's a good fit. All right. Appreciate it. Man, yeah, I didn't have the software tonight. How do I end this? Okay. Spirit animal comes out at night. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Bye. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm sure I want to end it. Not really, but I better. Bye.